Hey everybody, and welcome to D4, where I, Dustin,
And I, Devin, co-DM a 5th edition game of Dungeons and Dragons.
woo! All right,
Yeah.
let's see how we do this week. It's gonna be D&D from home.
Yes. In a world created by you, you need the tools in order to decimate your players. But you will always have those that argue against the rules. But you can have the full truth in your hand digitally with D&D Beyond's Dungeon Master's Guide that we are giving away tonight. Just make sure to enter #Beyond into the chat at RockPunch ATL's Twitch channel.
Woohoo!
Whoop, whoop.
Make sure to enter only once so you're not disqualified. And remember, subscribers and Prime subscribers are 3 times more likely to win. We will give you a announcement at midway and draw the winner at the end of the game. So stay tuned. And no, you do not need to be here in order to win. We will message you on Twitch chat. And let's hear from our sponsors.
Yeah.
Hey, D&D Beyond, once again, during these glorious times of quarantine, it's providing you with the tools you need, as you just heard our glorious DM say, to help you along your way. Now, last time we made a party in about 3 minutes, or about 1 minute time. So I need a 1 minute timer again.
Okay, 1 sec. All right.
I don't have a second. All right.
Well, you know
So,
what? You're gonna
Taken
have.
away from the one
Every good campaign needs a monster. So we're gonna use the create homebrew monster to make a monster real quick. All right. So from
1
you,
minute.
starting now, I need a monster type.
Aberration.
Aberration. It's an aberration. Okay. Based on what? What do you want to make it? An Aboleth, Jewel, Cloaker, a Othgit, a Nothic? We're gonna go with
Nothic.
Nothic.
Nothic. All right. It's a Nothic. All right. We're going forward with our Nothic. All right. Now, this has to be ours. So what's the name of our Nothic?
Reginald.
Reginald the Nothic. Okay. Now we got to answer the important questions. What is Reginald's alignment? Maybe he's thinking of something else.
Good. Chaotic good.
All right, he's
Chaotic
chaotic
good.
good. He's a chaotic good Reginald Nothic. All right. We got to answer the most important question of all. What is his wisdom score?
20 seconds.
7.
8.
78. Gotcha. All right. Hit point dies. Got it. What languages does he speak?
Elvish and common.
That.
giant.
Common. Got it.
10.
All right. Speaks Elvish. All right. Okay, we've got it.
2.
Hey!
1.
The Nothic.
Wow.
Boom.
In a minute, we have made Reginald the Nothic. So,
You actually did it in under a minute.
ooh, wow. We had enough time to give it more ability scores, maybe. So, that can be done through D&D Beyond. Homebrews are quick, the system is efficient, and whenever you're making campaigns with, hopefully, are we giving away a DM guide today?
Yes, that is what I was
Yes.
talking about with the
Yes,
#Beyond.
that's what I thought. Just wanted to make sure. So when you get your DM guide, you can make your own creations and throw that in there as a guideline. But that's D&D Beyond. Use it, love it, learn it.
Y'all. I am excited to announce that Beetle and Grimm's has announced they are doing a new edition, the Silver Edition of Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus. Now, I happen to have the Platinum Edition, so I get to show you a couple of the things that are included. First off, you get the entire module. Woo! And what they do is they break it down into a couple different books so that it's easier to flip to stuff. And I happen to feel that that really pays off. The other cool thing that they include, or another cool thing rather, encounter cards. And these are basically cards that have the artwork on one side for a monster, and then on the other side, it's got the stats. So you hang this on your DM screen, and the players get to see what it looks like while you have the stats right on hand.
Oh.
Speaking of DM screen, you get the custom DM screen for the Descent into Avernus. Woo! And on the back side here, that's got a bunch of happy little stats and things you need to know as the DM while you're running it. You get battle maps, such as this fabulous wrecked flying fortress.
Oh,
There's a
wow.
variety of them included. You also get some of the large maps, like the map of Avernus itself, which is absolutely gorgeous. I love this thing. And you get one of my favorite things in the world, text prompts. This is the comprehensive thesis on the nature of the Infernal, and it's a really cool little multi-page booklet. And perhaps most importantly of all, you get a soul coin. These beefy, meaty, delicious soul coins. I may have multiple of them. I'm not going to lie. You get one of these included. Plus, if you pre-order now, you get the t-shirt for their April Fool's gag, the Schrodinger's Cat Platinum Edition box. There is a t-shirt that they put out. It is fabulous. I've ordered mine. I cannot wait to get it. I think you would look dashing in it, or delightful, whichever you prefer. So head on over to beetleandgrims.com and check it out. It's only $175, which given everything you get is a freaking steal. So head over, get yours, be awesome. Beetleandgrims.com.
Alrighty. Well, you know, Eldritch Foundry went ahead and they did it. They bested themselves. I don't know how it's possible, but they managed to do it. And the way they managed to do it is by adding the most important aspect to every adventurer's repertoire: musical instruments. That's correct. They have now added a host of new musical instruments that you could put on your adventurer, because every adventurer should be capable of playing every instrument they come into contact to. Trust me, I know it's the most important aspect of my character. So what do you get? You get, looks like a harp to me, looks like a guitar. You get some bongos. I think those are hand pans. And of course, the accordion. That's correct. You could make your own Harold Hovelton to be an NPC at your table, because I'm just that vain. Eldritch Foundry, check them out. It's awesome. It's seriously some of the coolest stuff you can put with the highest quality miniatures you could ever have at your table. Eldritch Foundry.
Katie?
You're muted.
My
There you
space
go.
bar wasn't working to unmute.
There we go.
So, well, I kept clicking it and it kept not unmuting me. So, don't know what that's about. Anyways, so if you enjoy D4 and all of our D&D adventures, then you might also enjoy some of RockPunch ATL's other super fun content. Videos that they have put out recently within the last month would be like the probes reviews of Seeds of Chaos, or drive-in movies as they talk about the movie Onward, or even watching Ethan make some DIY chapstick while it's tipsy. All of these are fun things you can check out on their YouTube channel or their website. So be sure to follow their social media on Facebook, Twitter, whatever you prefer. And you can get some other really fun, nerdy entertainment for yourself later after this episode that you're going to watch, because we're doing it now. So, yeah, that's what's up. Okay.
We're good. And now, Devin and Dustin, without further ado.
Sometimes. And now we might
push the button.
play Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know.
Without further ado, let us immerse ourselves into the chronicles of D4.
Hey,
Um,
and welcome back.
We're back.
Yes.
Let's see if this works.
So, last time on a doggo's damsel in distress dilemma. In the morning, as everyone is enjoying the meal cooked by Voss, the remnants of what is left from the guilds in the kitchen, two detectives show up with the captain of the North Watch, looking into the death of Flinrick. Over a couple of minutes, they discern through magical prowess and keen eyes and the ability to discern what happens at a crime scene. We're able to pick up some of the clues, but not all of them, as they ask the party what happened. During this time, Voss and Harold sneak away. And while they're away, Seisha informs the two men and actually gains favor of them and asks to be the apprentice of Sergeant Cromley. Meanwhile, Voss and Harold are headed to a jewelry shop. Voss has a conniving plan in order to lead away the investigation by using a black pearl similar to the ones that lock themselves into the Stone of Golor. They come across two shops run by the guild members of the Jewelers Guild, both of which do not seem very open to Voss's presence, but seem more open to Harold's, as he has a more foppish nature. After finding the prices too high and the proprietors too rude, the boys buy one stone from the second jeweler as to mimic that of the Eye of Golor through a carved jet stone that they shall pick up later in the evening. Once everyone returns, Kara comes in and tells the BFGs that she isn't going anywhere and isn't taking her children away because she wants them to learn what it means to be heroes and why her children and Salazar and Kara all look up to them, and tells them what they mean to her and to the rest of the alley, and that they shouldn't give up because no one else is giving up on them.
I'm working on music, guys.
Okay.
Sorry, it's not working. I thought I figured it out. I didn't. It's just
all
gonna
good.
have to be no music, sadly.
Okay. Later, Rainier comes to offer his place to stay while they deal with things and the repercussions of dealing with the Stone of Golor and all of the gangs after it. He tells them that he would continue to manage the tavern, but not take it over, as it would still be theirs. But no one is currently using his old house, so it is a safe place for them to stay. He says that he never thought he would turn into a Durnan type, but he has fallen in love with the place and the people in it, and as well as the people that run it. With their friend there, the same man that watched over them the first time they delved into the dog book, into another world, into a deeper, richer story. He agrees to watch over them once again.
So into the dog book they go, once again being whisked away into the white open void of where they meet Saint Bernard, who's a good boy, yes you are, and No Get Down, the Saint Bernard and Dachshund bipedal dogs, who send them on a quest to go into a story and complete the story in hopes to getting something that they may need. The name of the book that they enter is The Keymaster. This book, once they enter the story, is known as the Damsel in Distress,
or D&D.
You guys should be ashamed, but I love you.
As they enter the book, they are immediately thrusted into the tail end of a conversation but quickly learn that they are here to rescue an adventuring party that has been missing for several days after an avalanche was spotted nearby on the Ice Devil Fang Peak Mountains that's nearby. One of these adventuring party members was none other than the king's daughter, the princess to these mythical lands. So they head into the mountains, gear up with what little weird monies they have that they've never seen before, but works in this this area. And they make their way into the frigid cold, where not a single one of them has ever been before. Unbeknownst to V, her body seems to be naturally resistant to this type of weather, as if it's in her blood or ancestors that reside in her. But making their way up, climbing a cliff, freezing half to death here and there, they come across a frozen lake that the echo sounds that sound like lasers coming off of it, distorted, weird, high-pitched noises. Vio Miliana almost falls through, but they're able to catch her as they then all hit the ground and slowly start to crawl their way across this frozen lake. As they make their way across and continue on trudging through the treacherous mountainscape, they come across the avalanche site. And doing some scouting and making their way up, they notice that there is sounds of growling and then two very large white wolves who speak to them. And then a fight ensues.
The two wolves are feeding on 3 corpses. 3 of the 6 bodies that the party was told about. And in the midst of the fight, a giant ice troll comes storming out, knocking over a tree, and trading blows with Harold and Vinley. Eventually, all of the monstrosities are slain on this icy tundra. And as the party looks around, they find the remnants of an old campsite and take the time to rest and spend the night. And throughout the night, they see the beauty of the 2 moons, one red and one blue, this mythical place. During Voss's watch, he slips through the snow, overstepping an area that he went too far as he was traversing and protecting over the rest of the sleeping party, and nearly falls off a cliff, but saves himself. The next morning, they all waken to the beautiful glistening snow and find themselves in serene beauty that is quiet in the morning of this ice peak. And that is where we're going to pick up.
I suppose we should get everything broken down and start hiking, huh?
Oh, I'm thrilled about it.
I'm sorry you guys are struggling, but honestly, I feel great. This place is beautiful.
It is beautiful, but it's cold.
I guess I just have a little more meat on me than you guys. I'm sorry you're suffering so much. If you need anything more, I'm sure I could lend you guys my jacket or something. I feel like I would be fine without it to a certain extent.
I'd like to use the navigation tools to see how much longer of a hike we've got to our point.
You're unsure as to where. One, you found parts of the party. You can look around further in this area.
For tracks of where they may have gone?
Yeah, so tracks where they may have gone. You have found where you were looking for. As for where they may be now, you have no idea. They're still a couple of thousand feet.
I would like to do that then.
Yeah. And I will say, with the light of the sun illuminating the snow-covered peak, a small amount of the nightly chill is washed away. It is strange how much your bodies notice the small differences in temperature and now openly welcome the sun despite it still being bitterly cold. No snow has fallen the night before, as you notice most of the snow crunches around you more like clumps of ice, leaving heavy frozen footprints in the snow. If you would like to make a survival check, you totally can.
I left my dice on the counter. 1 second.
Might need those.
System.
I may.
You know,
need
I'll
those.
make a
Survival
make-
check.
I
I'm
can
actually
also-
not bad.
I'm also
You guys
not
are welcome
bad,
to make
so-
checks too.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
will
Um,
assist.
How about a
Oh.
21?
Oh, nice.
Damn.
There we
Advantage
go.
because I'm in my element. and
You
stuff.
do not get advantage
Hmm.
because you are not a ranger
I
in
mean,
your
Oh.
element.
Yeah, you just don't suffer the consequences
Yep.
of being on a
Ju-
mountain.
yeah.
Take what you can get.
hopefully.
I rolled a 21 for the check.
Yeah.
24.
Ooh. La
Thank-
dee da, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Thank you.
Okay. Looking around, you first find 2 sets of tracks leading away from the avalanche. Not down towards safety, but further northwest up the mountain. One of the prints looks slightly larger than average size, obviously wearing boots similar to yours.
The other set is not humanoid, but Ursun in nature with large paw prints that rake through the ice snow. The tracks look hurried with long strides, fumbling through the snow like a newborn calf towards something.
Do they look like they're traveling together or one's pursuing the other?
No, they look like they are together.
Yep.
Okay.
Following the tracks, you find thousands of pockmarks in the frozen powder-like heavy icicle punctures. Yet you don't see any overhang for them to fall from. And you also notice that they also border each side of a serpentine-like trail that winds through the mountain. So there's this like dragging mark, and then on each side of it are these pockmarks.
Yes. Now that is something that looks like the other 2
Are following.
are following.
Gotcha.
And you notice that those tracks, looking over the area, look to have unburied themselves from the avalanche.
Gotcha.
So we only see 2 sets of tracks and then a drag, basically.
You see, you see humanoid tracks.
Yeah.
You see bear tracks.
Yeah.
And you see weird,
Drag pockmark tracks.
yeah, like there's
Okay.
this dragging mark that slithers,
Right.
like a serpentine trail, and on either side there's a tiny holes that just border it.
Oh, so that kind of looks to me like long, spindly legs.
Hmm. Is there a check I can make, like Arcana?
Not Arcana. There's a nature check you can.
Okay.
make.
Spiders.
I'll do that one.
Wait. Giant spiders?
Maybe.
I don't know.
More like a scorpion because there's a middle to it.
That's worse. Oh my god.
I got a 15 on nature.
15. You know that there are some creatures out there that could make these trails, but you don't know what kind of world this is or if a new creature exists in it. So,
Yep.
it,
It could be anything.
yeah.
Like
Just
a
Leave it up to your imagination.
Yep.
What can you come up with?
I don't
Well,
want
at
to.
least we have a trail to follow on the bright side.
Oh, good. Good. I was hoping we were going this way.
But Harold, it means that we're gonna have to search less. We have a trail.
A trail to what? Some evil scorpion lair?
Probably.
Potentially our objective, and this seems to be the only way forward.
So you think a giant scorpion is kidnapping and eating and killing?
Maybe it has.
Maybe
warm
we should get
bodies
moving
that I
then.
can slit
I
it down
agree.
and sleep in it.
Realize scorpions have like claws, which means whatever they grab was probably instantly dead.
I move ahead.
I'm moving ahead as well.
As I move ahead, I turn around to Harold. I'm sorry, what did you just say?
I said we can split it open and sleep inside it where it's warm. I'm desperate.
Apparently.
I can tell.
Harold,
I miss internal heating.
do you need my jacket?
Give him
No,
your
it
jacket.
would be too bulky for me to cast.
That's true. It's the arms are too long for you.
What if we both wear it at the same time?
Yeah, that'll help with the somatic requirements.
Put one arm in
We
on
can
each
Of
side.
us like
Blow
a
it off.
clown stuffed into one bag.
Listen, I'm trying to make solutions.
I'm trying to survive.
Okay, so
They both
Okay,
are like,
so
oh,
we're walking?
Tears, just like fuck this
Mhm.
place.
You
what is your marching order?
I go up first.
I would say same that we had previously.
Yeah.
I'm close to V, wherever V is.
If I remember correctly, it was Voss, Seisha, V, Harold,
Vinley.
Vinley.
No, it was because we put me. There was someone between me and V. I think it was Voss, me, Venley, V, Harold.
That works for me.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do
I
Harold's
don't
that.
think
no
anyone
rush.
disagrees to this.
If you would like to tie each other off again,
Yep.
go ahead and make.
Oh, and I grabbed my rope before we leave the campsite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who is it that's going to be making this check?
Go ahead and somebody make a
Dex
ro-
check.
Yep.
It is not me.
That's
Or
me.
Boss,
intelligence
I'll
check.
assist you.
Depending on.
I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to you.
Voss.
Okay.
I'm going to grab you almost too tightly by the shoulder and be like,
I have advantage on Dex checks.
I just want to go home. Help me get home.
I pat you on the shoulder and then I lean in and whisper and I say, just remember this the next time you get excited about another demon dog adventure.
Oh, your painfully accurate words sting.
How long does inspiration last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Okay, it's not going to be long enough then. Yeah, without even adding my modifier, it's 23, so 27.
Yeah, you good. Also, V, you have advantage on dexterity saving throws that you can see, not dexterity checks.
My bad.
Okay.
So
But-
27.
You guys all feel even more secure than
Yeah.
you did yesterday.
It's pretty secure. You all begin to follow the tracks. You take your time, making sure not to lose them, as pretty much they're your only lead as to who may still be up here. You see the humanoid tracks stop soon to perhaps ride on the larger animal tracks. All of this signs of life struggling to survive as they chase down something ahead of them. But something catches your eye that seems strange. After a few miles, the humanoid tracks return, accompanied by another pair of bear tracks the bear tracks slowly fade into humanoid tracks as well.
Probably a druid.
Okay.
Or someone just casted polymorph on someone and
I don't
it
blame a
worked.
druid going for a bear. They look so cuddly, and then you meet them. Having a bear that you could actually pet would be
Probably
pretty cool.
It's probably like an ice bear.
What about the
Polar
other
bear.
tracks? Are they continuing to follow?
They are continuing. Yes.
Okay. I move
All right.
forward.
Keep
Okay.
going.
Keep
Mhm.
going.
You follow the tracks for another few hours, noticing their steps becoming more staggered and sloppy, some of them falling to a knee, crawling against the punishing wind that now cuts through the ice-covered rocky channels. The wind here is just as brutal for you as it was for them, making slow work of your pace as their tracks start to fade away through the eroding winds.
Great. Is the pathway, the ridgeway, still fairly clear?
As you're walking, it is kind of like evened out right here. It's
Mhm.
not completely flat. Obviously, you're in a rocky terrain, but there is 2 rock walls on either side of you.
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right. Then unless I see anything that would indicate that they've moved on or moved off this trail, I will continue up it.
Okay.
You pull out your ice pick, Voss, and anchor yourself into along the side of this wall, using it with each step, anchoring yourself.
Mhm.
Vinley, you notice strange claw marks scratchings in the rock face, trapped under the ice itself.
Hold up.
Hmm?
Why are we holding up? We're almost there. We're almost there.
I'll point out the scratching marks under the ice.
Hold up!
As you look over them, They look almost purposeful, but then it could be just some random scratch marks of some creature. But it is under layers of ice on the rock face itself.
Thoughts?
Nature check?
I can let you know that it just looks like scratch marks. Looking at them, what looks purposeful is that it doesn't look like random attack marks. It actually looks like
Got it.
that is the only thing I can let you
Like
know.
something is
Yeah, no, that's fair.
written something on there.
Maybe
Does it look like a picture or any?
it doesn't look like
language
a
that I know?
picture.
Does it
Think
look
of-
like decoration?
No, think of like claw marks, right?
Yeah.
That are going in different directions all across this stonework.
I'm gonna reach up and just. Oh, it's stonework. I thought it was ice.
It is the claw marks are in the stone,
Behind
On-
layers of ice.
Okay, got
as
it.
is something has been here for a while.
Huh. Okay. That's interesting.
Who wrote this book? That we're
I don't
in?
know.
Because I'm gonna find him after
I
this.
thought it was a dog.
And as you're looking over this unique
Write the book.
etchings, suddenly you all hear the roaring, crushing, rumbling sound of rocks falling echo out through the walls around you, emanating from somewhere nearby.
Are they coming up? I look up to make sure we're not gonna be avalanched.
Yeah.
The echo rings off and around you. You're not sure how far away it was. You clutch, pushing yourselves up against the wall, waiting to see if snow, rocks, ice shards start tumbling down on top of you. Is this it? And nothing happens. The booming settles and all is silent once again.
If I have the ability, you said we're between two rock walls, two ridges that are fairly high, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to climb to the top of one of them to see if I could see what that is.
Okay, you can
Yep.
go ahead and make a
Yep, and-
climbing check.
Sure.
And giving you an estimate, you're looking at roughly 200 to 300 feet up.
Oh shit. Okay, I didn't think it was that high. All
It is
right.
that high.
There's no way I can make that in a short amount of time then.
It is not going to
Um,
take. It will take some time, but you're more than welcome to try.
No, I didn't realize it was that high.
Vinley's gonna cast Mage Armor on herself.
Okay.
Let's
And
keep pushing
noted.
forward.
I
Has-
say to everyone,
Keep it.
okay, if we have to move to a side, move to the left. Everyone moves
Which
to the
side
left.
is uphill from us?
I mean,
You're
we're all
moving.
facing the same direction.
Right, but which would left be up, or would left be upslope, or would right be upslope?
Left is currently upslope.
Okay.
Left. Just to make sure we all face the same direction so we're not dragging each other in directions.
Yeah, okay.
And I continue forward.
Has it been an hour since we woke up?
It has.
Yep.
Okay, then those familiars are gone.
Okay.
Got it.
Well, damn.
So as you all make your way out of the winding, wind-cut rock that folded and flowed like two sheets billowing in the wind, you see a deep crevice that cuts deep into the face of the mountain that separates you from its other side. Like a blade that divides the mountain, there is no safe passage across except for a lone, arched stone bridge that glistens in the sunlight, so riddled with icicles hanging from its underbelly and covered in layers of melted and refrozen snow, it might as well be made of ice itself. The safety lines that once stood at each side, now gone from years of lack of upkeep. Off to the side is a metal sheet jammed into the ground. In it are horizontal and vertical lines like organized claw marks in cuneiform.
I'm wondering if these claw marks are some sort of language.
Is the bridge made of metal?
It is not. It is made of stone,
But like we said, it is so covered in ice, it might as well just be covered
made of ice.
Right. As long as I could see it, I was just gonna heat metal on it and drop all the ice off it.
Wait. I can try to read it if it's a language.
Certainly.
What are we gonna find out?
It
We're
doesn't
gonna
look
find
like
out.
any language I
What could it possibly say? It's cold up here. There's nothing up here. They got rid of all the coffee shops.
Harold,
What are they going to say?
Harold.
Oh, we
Cause an avalanche.
marks.
I
haven't had my coffee and I can't stay awake.
I'm going to cast Comprehend Languages and see if that's actually...
Okay. You cast Comprehend Languages, and as you stand back and look at it, it looks the same.
Harold is speaking bitching.
It doesn't look any... No, it's not a language.
You know how Comprehend Languages works. You have to
have to touch it if you're going to read something.
Like Braille.
Yep. If you look at it, then it's etchings in the ground.
Well, I would have touched it.
So as you go to touch it, you instantly know that this language is primordial.
It's primordial.
And it says, stay away.
It says stay away.
Well, can't argue with that. It's been a tough journey for all of us, but I think it's time for us to turn this one in. You know, we can't win them all.
I'll be right back.
No, wait, why? Why are you going to be right back?
Come with me, because I'm tied off.
Yeah, everybody's with you. So
everybody's with you.
I'm going back to where some of the scratches were. I want to try to read those.
Okay. Well, it's like I'll have to separate you out.
Oh, wait, let's just all scoot.
Scoot back.
Yeah, let's just scoot it back.
You go back, you make it in time. However, as you run your hand across, you cannot make contact with the lettering as it is covered in ice.
I pull out a torch.
I will tell you right now, you know for a fact that trying to burn away this thick of ice with a torch is going to take hours.
Okay.
I punch it.
Okay,
oh, God.
you punch it.
I want to try to stop her?
You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's fine. I'll take
and it seems to have no effect, as you have just punched a solid wall of ice and stone.
It's okay.
Fine. Does anyone have a pick? I have an ice pick. Fuck off. I take the ice pick out. I take my 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
This wall is...
And I hit it really hard with the ice pick.
And you put a small little chip out of that ice.
Yep. Your ice pick anchors into it. And then you hit it again and again and again. And
okay, everyone.
Guys, it's not...
We cannot read this. I think we have to
read the other one and it seemed like good advice.
Go away, which means we're in a book. And in a book, if something says go away, it means go forward.
It does.
I hate how right you are.
It does. That's legit.
I've read enough books to know that.
Let's head back and let's see if we can progress forward.
Maybe
How are we going to get across that bridge?
The locals to sell me some coffee.
You said the bridge goes over the chasm, right?
Yes.
And we can get to the bridge.
Yes.
Okay. How deep is the metal embedded in that?
In the ice, the sign?
Yeah.
It's hard to tell. There's snow.
Yeah, you want to try to pull it out? You're more than welcome to.
No. All right. I untie myself from the rest of the group.
I would like to be untied as well.
Rude.
I will move forward low, as if I'm climbing across this bridge on my belly to test the weight of it.
As you
I
lay
point
down on the
to you, Seisha, and I say, if I fall,
I got
be
you.
ready. Thank you.
I untie myself.
Okay.
Okay. So as you lay down on the snow and ice that is on the edge of this precipice that falls down, you look down and all you see is clouds. You cannot tell how high up you are. You slowly move your way onto this ice bridge and you can feel
how slippery it is and slick it is.
Yep.
But as far as weight goes, there's no budging, there's no cracking, there's no creaking.
It does not seem to be compromised at all.
Okay.
So how this is happening, V kind of whispers to Bentley and is just like, I feel like if anyone was going to test weight on something, I feel like it should have been me because this gives me zero comfort.
That's fair.
Harold just leans into y'all's conversation and is just like, or Kira would have made coffee by now, and leans back.
I move
Your head
back.
just it'll wake you right up.
I say the rest of the group. I am out of rope. Does anyone have any left?
Yes.
I think V has rope.
I hand him 50 feet of rope.
Yeah, remember everybody woke up in this book adventure with two 50-foot
I've already
things of
used
rope.
mine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Boss has used
Boss has used his.
I've
and-
also used mine.
Yep.
How far across is the bridge?
It is
long
30
is-
feet.
Okay, we can use one and potentially get it back. I take one of the pythons,
Piton.
jam it. However, you know,
On.
I take the stick with the point and I jam it into the other side of the bridge,
Okay.
like the very beginning.
Yep.
Mhm.
Tie a rope around myself and slowly make my way across.
Go ahead and make me an acrobatics check.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Can I put Savard on Seisha's shoulder?
Sure, absolutely.
Dirty 20.
It is slow going, and there's a couple slippery moments, but you easily make it across using the spikes on the end of your climbing boots, crampons, and you make your way across.
When I get to the other side, I jam another python in and tie the rope off.
Okay, giving a
And I
little
say,
safety line.
Whoever comes across last, untie the rope at the beginning, or if you want to fly, if it's you.
I'm gonna wait just in case. I'm gonna try to get across like you just did.
Good.
I'll be last because I think.
No, let me go last because I'm the most likely to fall, and I need to have the rope tied around me, and V should hold the other end of it.
I'm sorry. I should go next to last because I'm the most likely to fall, and mostly due to weight.
I'm just pointing out that every time we've gone on a cliff, I've fallen off it.
Everybody, it seems strong. It's just slick.
I also have Featherfall prepared, so.
Okay.
I think this height is far too high for that, unfortunately.
Right, but it'll give you time to react.
Good point. All right, whoever's coming next, go ahead and come across, but one at a time.
I'll go.
Harold's gonna walk over to Vinley and put both hands on her shoulders and be like, listen, okay, you can do this.
I know.
I believe in you, and I believe that when we get to the other side, we're gonna find that coffee shop. We're gonna find it. It's there. This is a book. Dreams do come true. And I'll give you bardic inspiration.
As she turns around, she's gonna like bend down to grab the rope and cast prestidigitation to make his water taste like coffee for when he drinks it again. And then I'm gonna try and cross.
You're the best.
Go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
That was an adorable mop. Yes.
Remember, you have bardic inspiration if you need it.
What is it now? A D8?
D8.
Oh no, she's rolling it. That's not good.
It's a good thing you gave it to her then.
Use it.
23.
Hey, all right.
Nice.
And holding onto the anchored rope and slowly making your way across, you feel your boots start to slip a couple of times as you slowly slide and pull yourself across. Who's next?
Go, Harold.
I want to make sure V's like pumped up before she goes.
Well, pump her up.
And I'm gonna go and we bust out some crazy secret handshake that you guys have, up till now have not seen. And can I do that for bardic inspiration?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There you go.
Harold,
What?
sorry.
That was the coolest thing ever.
I feel like first of all, I forgot I even knew how to do that. Second of all, I feel like you need to go before me.
Oh, you're probably right. Okay. All right. I'll go before you. Just think about what we just did because it was awesome. I can't believe we remember that either. I think we
No, I know. I'm actually really pumped. I mean, the last time I did that was like right before I left for summer camp.
It was awesome. Yeah.
You went to summer camp?
Yeah, briefly. Things didn't work out. She got real angry at a tennis game. All right, so it's I'll go ahead and
I wasn't gonna tell them that.
I wasn't either, but we're cold and I can't keep my mouth shut. I'm gonna die out here.
Voices echo.
17.
17.
All right, you make your way across. It's at some point, like halfway
Less
down,
gracefully.
you slip a bit, but you grab the rope and you're able to pull yourself up as you kind of
You eventually to make it
Windmill my
safer-
legs.
Yep. You sit down and just pull yourself across with the rope.
Yep.
When he gets over, I will take out my water skin and cheers him.
I cheers. I take a sip. Oh, it's coffee. And his
I don't know
whole
what you're talking-
demeanor changes.
And I will gesture over to Seisha and as quietly as I can talk across the place.
Go ahead and make
Hey.
a stealth check.
Because otherwise, it's just gonna be sounding like whispering.
19.
Oh, that beats his passive.
Who's passive?
Oh,
Harold.
No,
I think she's
just say what you were gonna say.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm going to let her know. Hey, Seisha, don't use your wings if you fall, okay? I got you. Don't waste those.
Okay, well, I guess I'm next. So,
You got this, V.
I believe in you. I believe in you.
so V gets down on her belly because she's real worried about dispersing her weight.
Okay, go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
I'm so scared.
Right?
Got inspiration, don't you?
She does, in fact.
Yep.
3. So
No, roll a d8 and add it.
I'm gonna use the inspiration.
Get that 8.
Wait, the inspiration's a D8, not a D6?
It's a
Yes.
D8.
Yeah.
Shit, hell yeah! I'm really glad about that because I just rolled.
Oh my god, I'm so scared.
Where's the D8? There's a D12.
V predicting
There's
her
a D8. Okay, hold on.
Come on, 8. Come on, 8.
7.
Oh!
All right. So as you begin to cross, you're going real slow, and about the same spot Harold hit, your feet just go out and you slip. I need you to make me a
Belly
dexterity
slide.
saving throw.
She was belly sliding. She wasn't walking.
An advantage on that, right?
Okay.
Well, even if
Either
you're
way.
belly sliding,
She's belly sliding slowly and
No,
slips and
off the
falls. I
side.
need a dexterity saving throw.
No.
Advantage.
Yes, you do have advantage.
You do have advantage on this because it is a dexterity saving throw, and you definitely see it coming.
Is she within 10 feet of me?
She is not within 10 feet of you.
Okay.
19.
As you are literally falling off of this, you bring out your ice pick, slam it into the side of this bridge as you are now holding on to it, not falling.
Oh, that was super badass. We gotta help her. We gotta help her.
And you're now, and you
Okay.
slowly pull yourself back up.
I pull back Harold as he's panicking, clearly, and pull out the grappling hook
okay.
and swing it over to her. Give the other part of it to these two my two companions here, as just added guidance.
The weak ones.
Okay. Go ahead and
There's
and
3 of us.
Another acrobatics check.
The
The
three
DC
of
has
us.
been lowered.
The 3 of us versus Vio Miliana. We are fucked if she falls.
Yep.
And
Go
that's
ahead and
how
make
we
another
keep-
acrobatics check, V.
Great.
Mm.
17.
Nice.
And with the added help of the other rope, you're
Oh, no, 19. I'm sorry. It's a really dark drawer I'm rolling in.
you're able to make your way across with a slight scare.
Harold's like hugging you very tightly when you get to the other side. It was like, that was super badass, but please don't ever do that again.
I don't plan on it.
Hey,
All
it gave
right,
the readers something
You
great.
saw how easy it was there, Seisha.
Oh, yeah.
A small little elf thumb comes
You
up
don't
from
weigh
across
as
the
much as
chasm.
I do.
I have plate armor on. I'm not that far off. I tie the rope
Right?
on.
I don't think you're 300 plus, aren't you, girl?
No, but I'm not that far off. Tie the
Uh,
rope
Over there
around my waist.
flexing like,
As she ties off the rope to herself, I stand by the python, ready to, if she falls,
Each home.
pull or hold it, and I motion to the rest of the group to just be ready for it if it happens.
Instead of that, Vinley will walk up similar, but hold both of her wands out ready.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I'm
Seisha, go
Yeah.
ahead and make an intelligence or dex check for your rope knot tying.
do that intelligence.
Intelligence? Yeah.
Sweet, sweet intelligence.
you know, what am I
Intelligence is
doing?
going to
I'm
be
going to, from across
14.
the way, I'm also going to be like, you got this, Seisha. Nobody's better at doing things that nobody can believe they can do than you.
You can add a d8 to that if you so wish.
Or
No, I'm good.
save it for the.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm
walk
saving
across.
that.
I
That's
figured.
a 14 for the rope tying.
Okay, noted.
V whispers to Harold, I feel like you could have come up with something a little better than that. You
I'm
could-
freezing cold. I'm scared as shit. I'm just trying to get through this thing, okay? I was speed dialing.
Okay.
All right. Are we ready?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead and make that acrobatics check.
No. Is that a check?
It is a check.
Okay, that's a 6.
And the D8.
You have
Oh, I
inspiration.
have a D8.
Get the D8 in there.
Yep.
Oh, that's a 12.
Hey, all right.
Okay.
It's over
Okay.
10.
With the lowered DC for the rope added in, you are able to slowly, very cautiously make your way across as you all watch Seisha make her. With each step, she looks like a newborn baby calf slipping across the bridge, her knees shaking and buckling, her words like caught in her throat as she is slowly shaking her way across, but makes it to the other side.
You
You're
did it. You
okay.
broke the curse.
Okay. All right. I think we need to make up for lost time in case if our quarry's being pursued. So we need to move fast.
All right. With everyone across the bridge, you look out over an ice-covered rocky topography. The footprints and creature tracks seem to have disappeared from the lack of snow in this area. The air in this elevation is noticeably colder and thinner as you all gasp with heavy breaths, except for Vio Miliana. You are unsure if it is from the altitude or the amount of mountain climbing you've done in thin oxygen, but it's probably both. V, as I said, you feel the effects of the altitude as well, but seem completely unbothered by it.
We need everyone to make 2 con saves, one at a time. But
Oh,
V,
no.
you only need to make the first one.
Yep.
Oh no.
Logan and Rhea, add 3 to yours.
Okay.
Do I not?
Are you within 10 feet of me?
Yeah, I will say that everybody's within.
Oh,
10
okay.
feet.
Yes, then add 3.
Oh, sweet God.
I'm pretty sure everybody was on the edge of that cliff, like just.
Yeah.
All right. Seisha, what'd you get on the first
14.
one? 14. All right. Vinley.
7.
Okay. Go ahead and get a point of exhaustion. V.
17.
Okay. Voss
Dirty 20.
and Harold.
15.
All right.
Nice.
Now, now I need a second Constitution saving throw.
Everybody but V.
Everybody but V.
Hey, all right.
Okay.
All right. Seisha.
12.
Okay. Vinley.
9.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Another point of exhaustion.
Hmm.
As
Feels great.
Wait, did
Yep.
you use my
Feels great.
inspiration from earlier?
I
Uh,
did.
Yeah.
Poop.
I got greedy
poopy.
and wanted a higher number.
Oh my God.
Voss
16.
and Harold.
22.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, this altitude and the coldness. You don't have a lot of meat on your bones, Vinley. And
As you're breathing in, every
you mean
breath
enemy.
just feels like needles in your lungs, and it's like you're gasping, almost drowning in air.
I hate this.
You know, it was a lot worse yesterday than it was today. I'm sorry, I couldn't say it was stream.
All right, let's keep moving.
Yep.
Finley, are you okay?
No.
Um,
Can
V,
you carry you?
Yeah.
Okay, she picks her up and carries her, like, and tries to warm her up in her arms.
I'm like kind of frozen.
Stiffer than usual. Just
Although the tracks you were following, continue.
I'm gonna say V kind of like, oh, sorry, that was my dice. Tries to like open up her coat a little bit to like put it around her while holding her.
And I'll
It
use
helps.
prestidigitation to warm her coat like over and over and over.
It brings you a small relief and comfort, but it does not take away your exhaustion.
Damn.
But with V carrying you, you're not moving at half speed, so you don't slow the party down.
And
yay!
although the tracks you were following seem to have disappeared, you do notice through the wind and cutting through a cave carved from the side of the mountain on the other side of the thick ice you now find yourself standing on. What catches your eyes and concerns you most about it is the fact that it does not look natural or hewn from dwarven pickaxes. Instead, it has a violently carved out section of stone covered and surrounded by smooth, melted, and refrozen ice.
Do I see any sign of the tracks anywhere?
Like I said, all of the tracks have
All of it's
slowly
gone?
disappeared
Gotcha.
because there's no snow here. The rest of this terrain looks to be covered in ice.
Vinley's head like is the only thing poking out of V's coat. And she's like, that's a very big go away sign.
Yep.
guess that's where we're going.
That probably means we are supposed to go there.
Yep.
The head whips back at V and then whips back forward.
All right. As we move forward, because this structure clearly looks like it was made by something.
Maybe we should change the order we're walking in.
Does it
Yeah.
look dark?
It fades into darkness, yes.
Boss, get behind me.
All right. I pull out rapier.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna draw my knife.
Okay.
I'm pulling out the. Do I have moonlit rapier with me?
Yes, you have
Okay.
all of your effects besides the expendables.
Okay.
And I'm going to pull the jacket closer to me.
That is
I
your
will
right.
lead the way.
Okay.
Okay. So Seisha now in front as you head towards the cave, with the slick Arctic plateau becoming even more treacherous as it now glistens in the sunlight. Each step more precarious than the last. You feel your feet try to betray you. They slip and slide with each step as you make your way across.
I do have
Everyone-
on my handcrafted snowshoes.
Yep, and if you were on snow, you would be golden, but you're
Ah.
walking on ice. So that's like walking on ice with tennis rackets on your feet.
Okay, I
Homemade
take them
tennis
off.
rackets from tree branches.
I take them off.
But Voss, on the other hand, is not slipping and sliding, as he has the crampons for ice climbing as they dig and grip into the ice. You all take your time slowly crossing the icy flats layered and folded on top of each other. The edge of the cliff behind you and to the east are a constant reminder that one false move could be catastrophic.
We've got this. It's going to be okay.
Mm-hmm.
We got this.
Is about
look
halfway
down.
across before everyone is slammed to the ground and dragged into a large hole that buckles under the weight of V and Seisha. Suddenly, you all feel the freezing wind rush past you as you rapidly gliding down a tunnel of vibrant blue ice.
I would-
So we're
Featherfall.
on a slide. We're not free falling.
You're not free falling, you're on a slide.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you probably free fell for about 5-10 feet, and then it instantly went into this tunnel.
It is safe
Ride
to
it out.
say Vinley has turned into a full-blown cat at this point and has started clawing at the jacket, trying to bunch V around her to use her as a shield against the ice.
Pull out the ice pick in an attempt to either guide or slow myself down. Ready it
Alright.
anyway, in case this leads just to shoot to the outside.
Go ahead and make a strength.
Are you picking it right now, or are you just
No,
keeping it at the
I'm
ready?
just keeping it at the ready
Okay.
in case this just shoots us to the outside.
Okay.
I'm
The
just
ton-
screeching.
You're screeching.
Yeah.
Got it.
And your screams echo out through this tunnel like a children's play place.
All the way down.
The tunnels whine and curve like a roller coaster of hills, steep drops, and harsh turns. Through the exhilarating ride, you crash into a few small stalactite and stalagmite icicles forming from the thin layer of melting ice from whatever traverses and creates these tunnels. I need everybody to make dexterity saving throws, except for Vinley, as you are currently being held by Vio Miliana.
I'm riding the Goliath.
You make it at disadvantage, so it will be regular because of your advantage.
One thing I would like
okay.
to do is
Gotcha.
kind of have my shield out as much as I can and curled it behind it. So when I hit those stalactites and stalagmites, I'm taking them out for people.
I'm good.
I see what you're saying. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, that's assuming you hit them.
Yeah, it's assuming you hit them. Also, if you had the shield
Master feat.
feat, then that would totally be because that's exactly what it's for.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
14.
That's what I got.
Okay.
Hi.
9.
Okay.
Oh,
That's not good. It's a shame I
17.
couldn't have given you a pep talk on the way down to our
Got it,
deaths.
yeah. All right. So, Voss, Harold, and Seisha, you take 2 points of cold damage as you slam into these. Your shield covering at the last second, Seisha, helps shard you or keep it from you for the most part. V, on the other hand, being weighed down by Vinley, scratching and clawing and moving in your arms, which doesn't help you maintain control. You take 4 points of ice damage, of cold damage.
How much Vinley damage?
Four whole points. We're breaking the bank.
And Vinley, you
Don't
take
taunt the DM.
half of that, so you take 2 points of ice damage.
The damage is actually just Vinley clawing me.
Yeah. Yeah. So Vinley, you take 2 of half of what Via Miliana took.
Okay. As you drift and collide through the tunnels, you start to see multiple intersections that cross paths with the one you find yourselves rushing down. Sharp edges created by the corner of multiple adjacent tunnels begin cutting your ropes, separating you from each other.
You continue to weave and skate across the smooth tunnel floor, sometimes interweaving back and forth with your party members. A few of you run parallel with another as giant rocky stalagmites create a barred fence of stone and ice between you, followed by a sudden deep crevasse narrowly separating you from sudden doom. You all lose sight of each other as your screams and panicked attempts, for those who are, Harold, to communicate echo through the tubes of ice.
Except
Need
for
everybody
me
to
and
roll a
Vinley.
d6.
Need what?
Everybody to roll a d6.
Ah, shit.
3.
3 as well.
5, bitches.
All right, so you got Vinley and Seisha got 3.
Yeah.
1.
V got 5.
V got 5.
Harold,
2.
2.
At this point, Vinley, you have come apart from V just from the sudden drops and moving. V wasn't able to hang on, and so you were like just like a spinning, like on your back, like
Like a turtle in its shell, just skidding across ice.
Vinley
Just
and
a pile
Seisha,
of bones.
you all come together at the same time. Your tunnel begins to even out and you start to slow down, losing your momentum of gliding over smooth ice. And just as you're about to come to a complete stop, the thin ice breaks out from underneath you, causing you to plummet 30 feet down.
Feather fall on both of us.
and you gently land on the ground
Nice.
with a soft little thud.
That's amazing that you got that one. Okay. Voss, you come skidding across violently ice cold water as you feel your breath forced out of your body from the sudden shock of an intense, bitter, frigid water overcoming you. You take.
That is awful.
14 points of cold damage.
Yep. That sounds about
Can I
right.
uncanny dodge the water?
Yeah, it's damage.
Yeah,
You see it coming.
Okay.
yeah.
Awesome.
You
Nice.
skid across it.
You mentally brace for that. And then I need a Constitution
Thank-
saving throw from you.
Thank you. I feel that was very generous of you. 14.
Not bad.
No, I'm not doing bad on these saves.
All right, you feel the sudden shock of cold hit you. You feel your body starting to tense up from the sheer just shock of cold, but you're able to will it out as you move out of this water, which is only about 5 feet deep.
As soon as I get out, it's like, first familiar sensation I've had since I've gone in this damn book.
Harold,
Oh.
the last section of this tunnel comes crashing down into a wall of ice spikes growing out from the floor and ceiling as you come crashing through them.
Woo!
That's not good. Spike's bad.
What? Why? Why
You
are
take
they
9 points of piercing damage.
dicks? Who designed this place?
And last but not least, V.
Your tunnel, you can see coming up dead ends into a solid wall of rock and ice, causing you to slam into the dead end. And you take
15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ew.
Ooh. Damn.
Put me back in the ice water. I
You
wanna
are
go
all
there.
separated, besides Vinley and Seisha.
And I want one addendum to my featherfall, just real quick. Instead of them both hitting the ground, Seisha lands on her feet, and then I land in her arms.
Totally down with that.
Amazing. Totally, absolutely.
Love it. Love it.
The area around you is pitch black, but noticeably not as cold as it was on the surface. Even you, Voss, as you get out of the frigid water, you can instantly feel heat starting to kind of come back up around you. Maybe it's the protection from the outside elements, or maybe it is the strange, inviting warm wind faintly coursing through the tunnels.
Do I feel what direction this wind is coming from?
You do not see anything as it is pitch black.
But
Damn it.
feeling the wind, go ahead and make a survival check.
I'll go ahead and
He
pull
always
out.
knows where north is, though.
He does.
I'll go ahead and pull out the moonlight rapier.
Mm-hmm.
Does it work here?
It does, absolutely. And it illuminates in this ethereal blue, like bluish silver light that it does. And you now can see.
Cool. I will make that check now.
Anybody else?
What was it again?
Survival.
Okay. I believe that's a 15.
Okay, got it. We'll get to you.
Yeah, 15.
Do we all have additional tunnels, or like are some of us at dead ends?
There's additional tunnels.
Yep.
And caverns and things like that.
Well, scared money don't make money. I'm gonna start heading out.
Everybody is in darkness.
I don't care.
We can see.
Yeah.
Everybody
can
but
see.
V can see currently.
But
just-
her ghost lantern on her hip begins to glow and
Oh.
illuminating the darkness around her.
Yeah, it does.
That is right. It does have that ability.
It does indeed. So as you all look around, you see waves of jagged ice above you, like looking up under an ocean in a violent storm. Winding corridors of rock and ice lead out in multiple directions around you, covered in beautiful chandeliers of ice. Unsure where the rest of your party is, hoping they are still alive. What do you guys do?
Finley will just look at Seisha and then point towards the the opposite cave tunnel.
Hang on. I have an idea. Let me double check something. Please tell me I. Yes. Wait. I can at least find Voss. Actually, I could find everybody.
How?
Each one of them has an item that I can cast locate object on.
Well, we know they're down here.
Right, but I can actually figure out where they are.
Mhm.
Should I wait?
I think we should wait until we come to cross section.
Okay. Do you need me to carry you?
As I'm still in your arms. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'll kind of hunch my cloak up over her
Aw.
as I'm carrying her and just start moving forward.
Okay, it's a little awkward. You're not as well versed at carrying people that V is, so you're a little bit slowed. So your speed is reduced by 5.
Okay.
From carrying Bentley.
Fair.
Go ahead and make a survival check.
I will help you.
Yep, you're the only team that can do so.
So am I rolling twice?
Yeah.
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 Oh, yeah, I am. 19.
Okay. Go ahead and
I'm making note of this.
got it.
So V, what do you do?
You're muted, baby.
Muted.
Yeah, she's going for it.
I know. I was pressing the space bar and it wasn't doing that thing again. Anyways, the first thing V does is, hey!
And everyone hears a faint echoing out, hey, hey.
That was
Does
me.
this sound like me?
Anybody near me?
It does not. You cannot tell. It's omnidirectional because it is just bouncing all off of these tunnels and this ice, and so you have no idea. Like it sounds like it's coming from right behind you. Sounds like it's coming from in front of you, next to you.
Yes.
The acoustics are very weird down here.
We're close enough to hear you.
Makes me feel uncomfortable.
Ow, my ear.
So I
Hold on,
use
let me
my ghosty lantern.
note it.
Which I feel bad about because I don't even know his name or her name. Oh my gosh. And I use it to try to get by. I try to make a perception check to see if there's any way out.
Make a survival check.
Yep.
Survival check. That makes more sense because it's just ice.
Yes, beautiful blue.
17.
Okay.
All right.
Not as bad as it could have been.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, my survival's +1, so
Nice. I got a +2.
And last but not least, Harold.
Why aren't you making the rolls?
Harold's not making any noise. I can see completely normally right now, so
You
I take a look around and get an assessment of the area and it's tunnels and spikies that I went through.
Yep.
So I'm going to I'm going to try to stealth and then I'm going to try to look around because Harold gets the feeling something else must be down here. This is not normal.
Okay.
So all right, is that cool? Am I good to make a stealth check?
Oh yeah, of course.
Absolutely cool. Then let me do that. Stealth then.
Oh.
8. Real sneaky.
All right. Noted. You are super sneaky.
I go to take a
Stealthy as
drink of
far.
my water and I lift it up and there's a big hole through the thing and I'm like, my coffee. And I'm gonna continue forward. What do I need to roll?
That is so sad.
Survival.
Has it been an hour since the bridge that we fell into here?
No.
Your water still tastes like coffee, and it's still
Yeah,
kinda
but
warm.
it all poured out
I'll pour it out.
because I had to get it
There's a
impaled.
big old hole in it.
Oh. And that's also an 8.
Okay.
Ooh.
Noted.
Rolling trash. The trash man.
So Harold, over the course of the next hour, you realize you have come across the same few intersections a few times, and you realize you are lost before you start marking your tracks, finally stumbling across. Go ahead and roll me
A D4.
a D4.
Finally stumbling across. Well, let's find out how you fucked yourself. It's a 4.
Pile of gold.
All right, well,
We'll get to you in just a second.
but
You
I
find
will
that
need-
coffee shop.
I do need you to make a con save.
Oh, damn.
Dookie, here we go. Oop, here comes another song. What was it? A con save?
Yep.
Does 6 help?
No, it doesn't.
Go ahead and give yourself a level of exhaustion.
Oh, damn.
No, not me. Somebody
Um,
not me.
Voss, V, and either Seisha or Vinley, roll me a d4.
I'll roll it.
No, let me roll it. I'm not going to roll anything for the rest
Oh,
of the night
okay,
because
go
of my
ahead.
exhaustion.
All right, go ahead.
Roll
I
that
got a
D4
4.
at disadvantage somehow.
Okay.
1.
Hold on.
Okay.
What'd you get us? Sweet.
I only roll high on things that aren't my hit points.
Okay. And what did you get, V?
I forgot what am I rolling for.
A d4. Just roll a d4.
You take that dramatic pause there.
3.
Okay. Noted.
Voss,
Hmm.
as you are traversing through using your moon blade as a source of light, you come across the remnants of a campfire where hopefully 2 people you've been tracking must have stopped for a rest or at least to eat recently.
I investigate the campfire, see how recent it is, see if they've
It's-
left anything behind or scraps.
At least a day. I mean, if not
Damn.
sooner. Like it's very, very. It's still warm.
Okay.
Yes, unlike the other one, this one still has some heat deep in the coals, but there's nothing left behind. From the size of the campfire and what is left behind, it looks closer to a quick stop instead of a full rest.
Tracks, anything, or is there anywhere else to even go?
There is, and we'll get to that in a second.
Yep.
Gotcha.
V, you come across more of those creature tracks of the jagged protrusions on either side of the weird tail-like thing. You find them all over the ground where you are.
And it seems to be going down every tunnel, but you
Yep.
find one leading in a particular direction that looks more fresh.
V stands there and debates whether or not she should go that way or the opposite way.
Harold, as you start to walk in silence, you haven't heard from people in a while. You've made your rounds looping through this area, getting exhausted. No more coffee left in your canteen.
There's no justice.
And you hear the slow chattering of something. It sounds similar to like bones slamming up against each other. And you hear the footsteps of something coming your way. What do you do?
I'm going to whisper to myself, oh damn it, it's right behind me, isn't it? And I'm going to slowly turn in the direction of the sound.
And
Okay.
as you turn in the direction of the sound, coming around the corner, you see this hulking beast of fur-hooded cloaks with 2 heads massing its way towards you as you hear the clanking of armor and the sound and the eyes of Vinley peeking out from a coat.
No!
Yeah, they're purple, but they're really
Coffee! We'll have to find it somewhere else. I've been looking everywhere. Hi.
We
I
went
knew
the
it was
wrong
you
way.
guys. Glad to
turn
glad we
back.
could all run into one another and
Harold, I've been with you on this entire trip. You don't have to pretend.
I'm sorry, who are you?
shut up. He's gonna run back.
All right. I heard V. I don't know where she is, but I heard her. Have you heard or seen Boss?
I'm tired. I mean, no.
You're tired?
Yes.
All
I
right.
hate this place.
How many?
The
how many
pirate ship was
tunnels?
awesome. I didn't have to do any moving. The ship was doing all the moving. Why doesn't the mountain walk? I'm sorry. It's just stupid bug.
It's
You
okay.
know, there used to be flying mountains, and then they all fell out of the sky. That's why mountains don't fly anymore.
Yeah, well, they can still walk, okay? Like a light jog at least. Let's just keep going.
Hang on. How many tunnels intersect here?
There's like 3.
Why don't we wait a few minutes and see if anybody comes across here? This is the first intersection we found.
Yes,
Yeah, I
waiting
think
is
we should
good.
Wait
Waiting
about
is
an
easy.
hour or so.
It's the first intersection that Seisha and Vinley have found. It is
Right.
not the first intersection that Harold has found. Harold has been navigating through a maze of corners.
It would be nice if we took just like a short, like a really,
Like,
a short.
Why don't we take a short
rest.
rest?
About a-
Here's take a short stop.
Yeah, we're just gonna plant for a little bit
Okay.
and see if anybody shows up.
All right.
Like around an hour if we can help it.
I need V and Voss to make me another survival check.
Certainly.
Goody.
Not bad. 14 for me.
12 for me.
Okay.
Go ahead and make another D4 check. Or D4 roll.
1 again.
Reroll it.
2.
Okay.
3.
3.
Okay.
Okay. Boss, you find more tracks of this creature with the jagged protrusions on either side, bordering the serpentine trail. And V,
You find foot tracks in the mud and melting ice and dirt.
it looks to be of 2 humanoids.
Yep. You see obvious boot prints.
You both get the sense of the direction of where you should be going.
Then that is where I head.
Okay. You, Vinley, Seisha, and Harold, you're about 30, let's say 20, 25 minutes into your just waiting.
And then through the halls, everyone hears the sound of like crushing rock and howling winds mixed with ice breaking and the sounds of an avalanche that echo out through the area. It
I just
sounds
scoot, like slide across the ice against the wall with my eyes closed and lean my back against the wall.
Maybe that was them installing the coffee shop.
I'm going to push both of them against the wall behind me and hunker down behind my shield and kind of aim it over us. So if stuff falls, it hits the shield before it hits us.
There's no movement. There's no like trembling or rumbling of
No.
the tunnels. You just hear that sound echo down this cavern.
it sounds nearby.
All right. Just get ready for a fight.
With her eyes closed and her head like resting against whatever's next to her, she's like, okay.
We should find the others if we're gonna fight. But we can't yell for them or go looking or we're gonna get found.
Yeah.
I can see really, really good right now. Like better than dark vision good.
Right. But all 3 of us can see.
What I'm saying is maybe I should go out and try to find them.
I'm casting it, Venley. I'm going to find Voss.
What is she casting? Will it taste like coffee?
No, it's gonna make the entire tunnel system explode.
I cast Locate Object looking for the Moonblade.
I'm going home.
You instantly get the sense that it is coming down the right tunnel of this intersection, and it is moving towards you.
He's coming this way.
It then turns north.
From that way.
The
turns
explosion's
north.
coming this way.
and then
No, Voss is.
Hold up. They're saying something.
you sense it and you feel like he's heading straight towards you, and then it turns off to a section
No.
and
All right,
then
you two
turns
wait
back
here. Oh,
No, what do you mean?
wait.
and then curves away
No.
and then slowly starts making its way back towards you, as you then hear
Crunching footfalls.
from behind you, not in Voss's direction.
I'm gonna slowly turn. It's right behind me, isn't it?
This is coming.
I'm gonna pull my wands out and face the other direction and point them that way.
And as you look, you see this ghostly glowing light
We
coming
don't have
down the
coffee!
tunnel.
Shh. Harold, you are not good in stressful situations like
And
that.
you see
Stressful
this
situations.
towering shadow silhouetted from this ethereal ghostly glow.
Does the towering shadow resemble the towering shadow I saw running that night when I first arrived in Waterdeep?
It does look very similar to that.
Oh.
I know that high ponytail anywhere.
Voss, you hear the screechings of some creature fearing for its life echo through these tunnels nearby.
Are
It
these
sounds something like, "Cover!"
are the screechings familiar?
They are very familiar.
I head in that direction, still keeping my eyes
All
open
right,
for
and
everything.
Seisha, your locate object on the Moonblade, it is continuing to head towards you. Again, it shifts and redirects a couple times, but the general gist is it's heading towards you. You can get the sense that the tunnels that he's probably walking in are redirecting and
Ending.
not a straight line.
Got it.
And eventually you see the glowing silvery light of the Moonblade as it comes into this intersection.
Thank goodness.
That would normally be
Okay.
terrifying under normal situations.
Is everybody okay? Is anyone really hurt?
I feel great, honestly, if we're being yes, I'm hurt. Yes, it's awful.
Well, come here.
Okay. Gonna trudge over.
The three of y'all did not get a short rest. You did not.
I
Right.
figured as
Oh,
much.
I'm
less
still
longer.
sitting on the ground.
She did never move.
Yeah, Vinley's chilled out.
We were thinking about taking some time and hanging out for like, pulls out his pocket watch, an hour.
I cast
30
Lay on
minutes.
Hands for 15 on Harold.
Damn,
Oh yeah, I got some sweet Lay on Hands now.
I'm good.
What kind of shape are all of you in?
I'm fine.
I can play magical music that heals us for an hour if we just chill out.
They're
I
close.
feel like the avatar of death.
I will play it real soft.
No, that's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. If finding this Princess Saphira is our objective, I
Yes.
know going into a bad combat as we are is not optimal, but we
Right.
now know they're being pursued by something. I saw marks of its path as I was coming here.
But we don't know where they are.
Marks?
No, but the longer we wait, this is a damsel in distress mission, so we have to assume that there is some distress
Okay,
following
yeah,
the
that's
damsel.
fair. That's fair. All right.
If
But
we
where
don't,
did we go?
that's what we're going to figure out now. And
Nice.
I look at the mark. With keen mind, memorizing the tunnel that I came down,
Mm-hmm.
seeing the part that they came out of. What's left?
What's left is a direction that heads southeast.
None of us came out this way.
Right? Did anybody see signs of other people?
I did. Campfire.
I
Were
saw
there
like tracks and marks and stuff.
I saw spikes. There were a lot of spikes.
Ow. We
I think whatever
didn't
is.
see anything. What kind of tracks did you see, Benley or V?
Well, they seemed to be humanoid of some kind. There was
Okay,
sets of them.
let's go that way then. Which way? This way?
They
Uh,
all kind of headed in this direction. You have all used your survival to get to where you are right now.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, right. I'm looking.
Some of
for-
us less than others.
Yeah. All right, well, let's go this direction then, because if they left your way and we didn't run into them, then it stands to reason they're down that trail.
There's only one trail left, right?
Right.
Then let's head that way.
Yep.
Vinley's gonna like look at V and be like, I'm sorry, I was scared. Will you pick me back up?
yeah, I'll pick you back up, and I pick her back up
Okay.
like a baby cradled in my arms.
Is it possible for me to finish a short rest if I'm not walking? If I'm being carried like a baby cradled in the arms?
You can
No,
just sleep in my
Why?
because it is being carried is not comfortable, and the jostling and moving of this, you can't get comfortable. You're already exhausted. You cannot take a short rest while being carried.
We'll build you a
Can
stroller.
sleep in cars. Okay, I've never slept in a car. Don't know how y'all do it.
I can't sleep in
I'm-
a car.
I can fall
I'm-
asleep. I can fall
V
asleep standing
carrying
up.
Vinley is not as smooth as a car ride.
Yeah, you can rest in a carriage.
Smooth about a car.
You got the hydraulic.
Personal preference.
You can attempt to start to take a short rest, Vinley. I can tell you right now, you're not going to have enough time.
Oh, I'm
to
already
make a
30
short
minutes into my short rest.
I head down the path.
Yeah, I will.
rest.
Follow.
Following the path further into the
If
mountain.
he sings a
Uh,
lullaby.
Mind if I walk in front?
No, go ahead.
Hush, little Bentley, don't say a word. He's gonna get you a dead bird. And if that
I like the thematics here. This is good stuff, son. Honestly, as far as I mean, I'm a bard. I'm a professional. That was good.
gonna get you a just Tyrannosaurus.
Okay, it's falling apart a little now. I'll take over from here.
I am upset.
Hmm?
I have an upset. You're gonna give her a dead bird?
Well, yeah, to resurrect.
She doesn't resurrect them.
In a manner of speaking.
It's true. I don't touch the soul.
You resurrect the body, though, right?
That's not resurrecting.
It's
Everyone,
called animating. It's like a puppet.
everyone. This is a conversation not to have when there is a creature we don't know what it is in
Fair.
this cave.
I'll be a coffee monster, eating all the coffee shops.
I will attempt to stealth as we move forward.
I
You
will
hear
not.
the sounds of combat echoing down this tunnel.
Oh, don't have time for that then. I
Going to move a little quicker.
yes.
Well, it sounds like people eating on a plate with their silverware. Oh, those are swords! That's a fight! I'm gonna.
hmm
I am hustling as much as I can.
Yeah.
Without falling.
You all rush towards the conflict, and before you all, you see a towering and amazing sight.
A massive dwarven undercity entranceway stands boldly carved from the stone of the mountain. A grand semicircle structure with tiered platform walkways that lead up to a covered column entrance. The hissing sound of steam fills the room from two tall lava falls that cascade from the top of the structure down into the small lake of melted ice that separates the landmass you all now stand on from this once hidden marvel. Two broken Art Deco columns stand on either side of the stone bridge that connects the two.
Huddling behind. Sorry, let me finish descriptions, and then you can go into what you're going to do.
I'm sorry, just making a joke. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Huddling behind large sections of glacial ice, you see a half-orc man in gleaming full plate that peeks out from under his winter clothing. His skin is more vibrant green than the muted grayer skin tones you are used to seeing. You almost mistook him for a full orc if it wasn't for his small, more human size frame. His hair is deep black, wild, and unkempt as it looks disheveled from the slicked back ponytail it is no longer holding. He continues to sluggishly load a heavy crossbow as you see the front of his tabard emblazoned with the holy image of a silvery white gauntlet. To the right of him, you see a spindly man in a deep hood wrapped in many, many layers of animal hides to stave off the winter bitter cold, huddled up and shivering as he staggers on his feet. His skin looks to be sun-kissed copper with a 5 o'clock shadow beard under tired eyes that steadies his aim with a boomerang.
Is that the holy symbol of Torm?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Good job on not needing to roll that religion.
I've been studying.
Okay. Across the bridge waits two huge mechanical constructs standing defensively on the other side. One, a titan of wood and rusted iron mixed with pieces of dark adamantine. Its arms are massive weapons, one constructed into a massive maul, the other an immensely intimidating rusted blade that would not leave a clean cut as it cleaved into you. The other mechanical beast looks to mimic the design of a scorpion, possessing two large pincer-like foreclaws and a segmented tail that arcs with electricity. Now what do you do?
I was just amazed it was a scorpion.
So V was like, wait. I recognize art. I had to study it. Art Deco obviously means dwarves, guys.
I'm going to run forward.
I run forward as well.
And I'm
Draw
going
weapons.
Alright.
to slam my sword on my shield to try to get the creature's attention.
How about you roll initiative instead?
That
Okay.
sounds good.
And why don't I get the map?
That sounds
Oh
good.
no!
too.
Wait, hold on.
And as
No,
you're
I
running
don't
up,
want to roll initiative.
I want to do that.
as you run up, you see the orc look to you, and he says, "Good to see your cavalry has arrived."
Yep, that's us, the cavalry. You got coffee?
Cavalry survived.
What is coffee?
All right, we'll make do. Okay, let's do this.
Ooh, that's neat.
I want to see it. I can't see it. Wait, dang it.
It's still coming up where we.
Okay.
I see the top portion of it.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's neat.
Yep, we are turning on the camera. If everyone has rolled initiative,
Unfortunately.
Did we get any bonuses? I think somebody gives us an initiative bonus, right?
Yeah, that's your D20 that gives you the bonus.
I mean, I thought somebody had some ability that affected.
No.
her.
V
I think-
has abilities that give her advantage.
That's what it
and-
was. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Alright, I lost one of my D20s. It fell on the floor. So I gotta grab another one. Hold on.
Ew, that thing is not pretty.
Look at that map.
Oh, y'all did a time lapse?
We did, but not. We did this one. It has not come out yet. The time lapse was for last week.
Dude, the time lapses are awesome. Like massive thumbs up to that.
Okay.
Oh, this is bad.
Can you guys see it on your end?
People are reacting to it in chat, so I'm guessing they
Yeah.
can.
Okay, so chat sees it. We're just trying to get it uploaded for you on Zoom.
Got it.
Heads up. There, heads up on the image on Twitch. There is like a weird white box in the center of it.
What? Oh, there is that. That's there. Why is this there? Go away.
Get out of here!
I'll let Dustin do that when he gets back. I am.
Get up on out of here with your eye holes. Every time I look at the Stone of Galore now, that's all I
Get
can
out of
think.
here. I'm just trying to live over here with my eye holes. I don't need your eye holes. Get out.
It's becoming Rick and Morty again.
Get out of
Okay,
here with
so-
your eye holes.
Okay, 25 to 20.
Not me.
21.
Damn, way to go, Vinley.
Yeah, very nice.
Okay, 20 to 15.
17.
17. Hey,
What are your?
it's him.
My initiative's +6.
Yeah, it's him.
15 to 10.
You're muted.
13. 18. Is my push to talk working?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay.
I'm writing other things.
I don't think it was working. So
10 to 5. 5 to 0.
Who?
Okay.
And we're Yeah,
It's
we're
not-
trying to get the image up for you guys, but if you want to look on Twitch for now, then we'll get it. But
It's
Oh
not,
my god, that is beautiful.
it's not abnormal.
It's on brand.
Yeah.
Guys, that is incredible.
Dude. I'd want to live there if there weren't things that wanted to stomp my guts out.
Oh my god.
All right. Straight out the gate is Vinley.
I am going to looking at where we are not on the map, correct?
You are coming up on the map. You are on this side. So wherever you would like to be over here.
Okay. And the other person, the one in the robes, what was their race again?
human.
Human,
Human.
but dark sun-kissed skin.
Okay, and I will run up. I'll jump out of V's jacket and then bunker back behind that, the iceberg.
Okay. The little glacier part.
Yeah, and I will cast magic missile.
Which one
With
are
one
you aiming
charge.
for? Are you aiming for the Titan or the Scorpion?
Dude, I don't like bugs. Get them out of here.
Magic missile.
Go ahead and roll that.
9 points of force damage.
All right, say that again. How much damage?
That was 9 points of force damage.
9. Okay. Streaking across through the steam, your pause. We might be okay. Your wand. Hold out your wand, and all of a sudden, this white pinkle energy shoots out through the steam and slams into this metal scorpion. Yeah.
And she passingly says, "Man, they're constructs. Nothing I do affects them."
That bodes well.
Yeah, and as it slams into it, you see your magic actually wash over it, as it seems to not have dented it at all. That is
Good
your
luck,
action.
everybody else. No, that's my turn. That's all I got.
Okay, Voss.
Okay. So we're on the other side of this bridge leading into the temple, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I see the bridge. The creatures are on the other side of the bridge, correct?
Correct.
Are the orc and the man in the rags on the other side of this bridge?
They are on your side.
Okay. I draw weapons, go up to the side of the half orc.
Okay.
See if I can find. Is there any place I can get cover behind a stone?
Yes.
You butt up literally right next to him in
Okay.
behind this massive ice shard that's coming out of the ground here. You butt up and kind of like hunker down right next to this half orc in full plate.
Yeah, he's-
I go up next to him and I say, "What are we looking at?"
Hold on. Princess Serafina is taken by the giant blue beast with a hide like ice that melted the snow around like fire. We chased it down after it stole her away, and it has led us here. It dwells within the walls of the old keep behind those constructs.
Are they coming after us, or do we have to go in after them?
They have not made any forward progress.
Damn. All right. I pull out the rapier in one hand, the hand crossbow in the other.
All right.
Load it, which would probably be a bonus action.
It's loaded as part of your attack action.
Okay. And I will fire it at the scorpion, seeing if I can at least draw it over to our side. I have no desire to get between those two things.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack.
15?
15. You fire, and the steam that's billowing up from this lava that's pouring into this cold, icy water makes you lose sight of the scorpion, and you hear it tink against stone.
Yep. And with that, is that your turn?
That's my turn, yes.
And with that, we're going to go to break. We have some technical difficulties on our end, so the cast can see the map. We're
Okay.
about 15 minutes early from that, so we're just going to go ahead and go to break, get those set up, and come back into the heat of this battle.
Sweet.
So thank you all so much. Again, we're still learning this whole virtual, not in-person thing. Thank you all so much for being patient with us while we figure this out.
Harold,
Okay.
you're up
I'm gonna
next.
go get some pie.
Also, everybody out there, #Beyond to win yourself a digital DM's guide from D&D Beyond, and we will see you back in the.
Yeah, we'll be back in about 15-20 minutes, and yeah, we can't wait to see the rest of this fun encounter. We hope you enjoy the map build. We'll get pictures and a time-lapse video of this build up later on in the week. So we'll be back soon. Thank you all so much for bearing with us. We are good on our end now. We are down a Goliath barbarian momentarily. She'll pop back in when she can. She had to step away for some personal stuff, but she'll be back as soon as she can. But we're gonna go ahead and move forward with the fun initiative order.
Just do it after me.
As it is Harold's turn.
I'm
And
going
she's
to.
back.
I'm going to.
Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. You're fine. We
I'm-
just got back in, so we're starting back on initiative on this dwarven fortress underground, encased in ice fortress with the lava waterfall or lava fall flowing into the frigid water. And we are with Harold. It's your turn.
Harold is going to start off by casting Hexblade's Curse. Wait, I don't think it's within 30 feet of me, is it?
It is definitely not.
So I cannot do that. Instead, I will go ahead and just straight up cast Heat Metal. Is it within 60 feet of me?
Here. If you move up to
Ooh. Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
Yep.
And I will cast Heat Metal on the Titan looking one, the big one, the
Okay.
two-armed guy. And I will cast it at 3rd level.
Okay.
And it will take 1, 2, 3d8. Here we go. 11 points of what kind of damages? I'm sure it's fire or something. Yeah, 3. It'll take 11 points of fire damage.
Okay, does that happens on your turn, right?
When I first cast it, yes.
Got it. Perfect.
And then from now on, I can use my bonus action to do it again.
Got it. And which that was on the big guy.
Yeah, the big Titan looking one.
And that was
Got
how much
it.
again?
That would be
11.
11 points. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, yeah, it is 11. It is 11. I don't have the Hexblade Curse on them.
Got it.
And that will be. I will spend my bonus action. No, that's me.
Okay. As you begin casting, and are you playing from your accordion?
You know what? Yes, he's going to step up and start playing from the accordion.
Okay. You start singing a tale of forging and melting of iron. And as you watch this giant beast start to glow red hot.
Super.
And it is their turn.
Yup.
Okay. Let's see what we got.
All right. You watch as they stay still and do not move. They maintain the blockade of the other side of this bridge, unmoving and unwavering. You watch as the
I like that.
Titan, his glowing form from Harold's spell, his giant axe hand goes up at the ready, almost waiting on someone to come down. You watch as the tail of this a mechanical scorpion sparks electricity from the end of it. Just
You can hear it crackling on the other side of the bridge from through the steam.
and that is their turn.
V, it is your turn.
All right. So,
Come to us.
quick reminder of what I'm facing. Sorry.
A giant construct that has a hammer fist and an axe fist, and then a giant mechanical scorpion.
Well, I'm gonna attack the giant mechanical scorpion. Is that what I'm closer to? Let me see.
So
Problem is-
they're both across a bridge, and they're both about 60 feet away from you, give or take, rough 50 to 60 feet away.
Okay.
better to throw some
given
things.
that, I'm actually going to. I don't have a javelin with me, do I?
If you do not have it on your character sheet,
I don't see it. So
Hang on.
it just says I have the Behir blade and unarmed strike. So
Go to your equipment.
yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Okay.
Cool. Well, I guess I wasn't given javelins, so I couldn't
nope.
take it with me.
That's true. They were. I guess they'd be expendable, so we probably wouldn't have them.
Well, I can't exactly run 60 feet
We could.
and attack.
You could hold your action.
I
See if
can
they
walk-
come closer.
They
Move
ain't coming
forward
this way.
30 and then hold your action.
Yeah, just hang tight and see if they come to us.
Yes, I'll ready an attack with my Behir blade and
Do you move closer, or do you stay on your side?
if I move to the edge of the bridge, how many feet is that? 10 feet? 15?
If you're moving in, that's like it's like 20 feet to here. And
Yeah,
here
I'll
they
move
are,
20 feet to there and I'll hold my action.
and they're 35 feet away from you.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine with me.
Good call.
Got it?
Yeah, so you do have your javelin. It's just not equipped. It's on your person. So you could equip your javelin, and you have two hand axes that are also thrown weapons. So you've a javelin and two hand axes.
Okay, in that case, I'll equip the javelin and hold it ready.
Okay.
And that is his turn. He is going to. You see the half orc finish loading his large crossbow as he goes. As he steadies his aim and goes to shoot the scorpion because he's on that side.
I really thought you were like eyeing us up, and I was like, "Oh no,
Surprise,
Yeah.
motherfucker!
no!"
And his shot goes comically wide as you watch the bolt sink into and melt away from the lava pouring from behind this creature.
And you hear the human next to you, Vinley, go, "It's okay, Sir Kirsch. You get him on the next one."
Oh my god.
Not good with this. I need my blade. But I can't get close.
As you look at these two, and they are just ragged tired.
Oh yeah, I mean,
We've got this. It's all right.
hang tight.
Oh, don't do well in the cold. Here's better than nothing. And you watch as he kind of goes and begins to weave this magic, and you watch as he weaves, sand begins to apparate in his hands as he points. Oh,
Battery.
2 seconds.
Yes, as you watch the sand form a flame in his hand, as you watch fire billow up underneath the Titan on the other side.
Nice.
Let's see. Oh. But The Titan then lifts his legs and stamps out the flame and snuffs it out instantly. As it does
Not-
nothing.
Spell he was casting?
Yeah, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Guys are not making the best first impression.
They've had a rough trip.
It just would be nice to
Fair,
not
they
have
did
be,
have an avalanche dropped on them.
just would be nice to not be supported by the B squad. All the good ones die in the avalanche.
I got a 13 on my Arcana.
13. The basic DC is a 15.
Damn.
So,
Hey,
blooded.
Okay. Should have gotten.
Seisha, it is your turn.
All right, bonus action. I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
And I am going to move forward and attempt to engage them.
Oh, bold.
Are you using your action and movement to get there?
How far can I get?
They're about 60 feet away.
Right. How far can I want to go as far as I can. And well, they already went, didn't they?
Yes,
All right.
but they also held their actions.
Yeah. I'm going to get to the end of my actual movement. And let's see. I can do a spell and a cantrip, right?
If yes, as long as one of those is a bonus action.
Yes. Okay, good. Oh, let's see. It's a book. What the heck? She slams her, or actually, no, that won't work. Never mind. I'm going to stand there and basically just be ready to whoops. Actually, no. Yeah. I'm just gonna stand there and be ready to whoop some ass. Sorry.
It's okay. Okay, cool. So you ready in action to attack if they come?
Yeah.
Okay, within range. Got it.
Vinley, back to the top of the round.
damn.
I'm gonna use another charge and this time try and hit the Titan instead
Can
of
I-
the Scorpion.
Damn. Can I speak on her turn?
Typically, you have to initiate conversation on
Then
your
no.
turn.
Never mind.
Okay, what are you doing? I know you're
Uh,
doing magic missile, but how many?
Just the one charge. I want to see if it's actually going to work because I watched it wash over the Scorpion.
Mhm.
It's a total of 9 damage with just 3 bolts.
Got it. As the white-pink energy shoots out, you see it curve and snake around V, and then once again change directions as it slips around Seisha, creating a single beam that slams into this Titan as you watch parts of the wood actually break away.
She
Right.
gives a little like, yes. Oh, okay. I got one.
Good job, random elf lady.
She just turns, shivering. Thanks.
He's like, his lips, even though his skin is like that sun-kissed dark, his lips are blue, and then like all the way out to his cheeks are just ice blue.
Yeah, his cheeks are definitely rosy red, and the lips are chapped.
You can see just from like your natural studies under all of the layers, you can see what are obvious desert garb under the layers and layers of furs that
Okay,
he
I
has.
thought
his-
we were ill prepared.
so
Boss, it is your turn.
Good ones got killed in the avalanche. Got it. All right. How thick is the steam along this river?
It's slightly obscuring your vision. It's not adding any mechanical bonuses or disadvantages for you right now.
Gotcha. Okay. Stow the hand crossbow.
Okay.
All right. Walk up to where Seisha is.
Okay.
Hey, fancy meeting you here.
Fancy meeting you here. Okay.
That was cute.
That's how much of my movement is that?
That was 30.
30?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Party's got to get started at some point in time. Not knowing range, knowing that they're waiting. Okay, I'm gonna do something stupid.
Yay!
I take the dodge action.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
no, you bold mother.
And I'm going to bonus action dash in between the two of them.
All right.
Yep.
Not good.
Wait, are you
No.
stopping there, or are you continuing?
That's as far as I can get in 60 feet, I imagine. Correct?
Oh yeah, because it was a 60-foot bridge.
Yep.
30. You can actually get right here, literally in between them.
Yep, that's it then. Let's see what's happened.
All right. As you make your way up there, you see the hammer fist come down towards you.
Dodge!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dodge.
Yeah.
Not great. 13.
Miss!
And the scorpion, as both claws come at you and the stinger at the same time all come at you. Go ahead and do your
Say, I'm not done.
I know.
As the hammer fist slams into the stone, you see it crack beneath you, showing its sheer weight and force that could have crushed you.
Oh, yeah.
Does an 18 hit?
Sure does.
Wait a second. Are they within 60 feet of me?
They are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my last bardic inspiration and try to help my boy out.
That's a wise maneuver.
I can't talk shit to them. Could I magic up like a snowball and just throw it in its face?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You just see like
And as Harold does this, you see the purplish ethereal mask form as it hawks and
yes,
spits a,
yes,
a frozen
100%.
spitball snowball.
Okay, I'm gonna roll the d8.
Yep.
Take 4
That's
away
good.
from that.
4, that's a miss then.
Okay.
And the magical
Nice.
spit snowball slams again in its like visor face, and it just kind of like swings wildly as you duck out of the way. But does a 16 hit you?
No, it does not.
And you duck, dodge, and weave out of the way of the first claw. Second claw is a natural 1, so that will also miss.
Oh!
Ooh.
And then the tail comes raining down. And that's a 14, and that misses
That's
as well.
misses as well. Holy shit.
It worked.
As you were
It
literally
worked.
Neo dodging all of these attacks.
From these massive constructs. Harold, it is your turn.
Well, why stop here? I want to move up as can I get them within 30 feet? Actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that because they're still burning. So instead, I'll just Eldritch Blast the Titan.
Okay.
First attack is a 17 to hit.
A 17 will, as it goes, it hits the like metal armor and then just dissipates against it. It's not strong enough to go against that thick metal outer shell on its body.
Okay, I'm okay with that. Second attack, same guy. Ooh, that's even less. That's a miss.
Yeah, both Eldritch Blasts miss.
Okay.
What did you roll on the first attack, dude?
A 9.
Okay.
So that's 17. And the second one was a 10. Or I'm sorry, an 11.
17 doesn't hit. Damn.
Yeah, so I will use my bonus action to continue to burn it instead because we know that's working.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
And it'll take 12 points of fire damage.
Got it.
Boss, you feel the heat emanating from this thing right next to you. Almost standing next to a forge as this iron starts to glow like brighter and brighter red, almost yellow now.
As I watch this, I forgive all of Harold's whining after the previous clutch save and this. Just all is forgiven.
Got it.
And we will remember to roll with disadvantage on its next turn.
It was
Awesome.
rolling with disadvantage.
And because he did dodge.
Yep.
But
Yep. You're right. Yep.
but lo and behold,
It's their
next
turn, and they're gonna unleash on some boss. Still
Yeah.
dodging. So
Yeah, well, this works.
The hammer fist comes down. You can hear it behind you slam into the steps. A 21 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay. The axe fist comes down.
Oh, not a laxy. Sassy axie.
As 19 points of slashing damage cuts into you.
Uncanny dodge the fuck out of that.
yep. And as you are dodging out of the way, as this massive axe just grazes you, not catching you dead on, you see as these claws and stinger come at you again, and you deftly dodge all of them.
Oh, that's what's up.
It's my boy.
We gotta get in there.
Working on it.
Okay.
Darn you, dodging.
V,
That's
it is your
sick.
turn.
I have no magic.
Oh, yes, you do. You have dodge magic.
Yeah, clearly.
Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm looking at the map, but it's a little small. That dude in front of me.
If you put it on full screen, you should be able to see everything.
Oh,
I'm in front of you.
Right, you're right, that should help. Oh no, the JPEGs do not find me.
It is 35 feet away from you, so you can get to it.
It
with
looks
your...
like an impressionist painting. I can get to it, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna come after it. I'm a rage.
All right. As you run up, you grabbing the Bahir blade, this lower jaw crafted sword from a Bahir. You let out this roar. As you do, you see your grandmother Lo in the same charge, but she is holding the ancestral axe that she gave you, rushing towards it. And you see the bardic one who has the drums on her hips as she is pounding and beating them as she comes out. And the butcher wielding the massive cleaver as well, as they separate from you, forming a line on this bridge as you come up right on this titan. It is your attack.
All right, home. Are
Let
you
the good times roll.
Now, oh my god.
Reckless that shit.
Reckless.
Reckless.
Oh,
Reckless?
I attacked reckless, and I rolled.
Bad.
Oh, no.
Damn.
I rolled 2 7s, which means a 14 to hit.
Yeah,
Damn it.
you bring the blade down and it just tings off of the metal of this creature.
Swing again. Swing again.
Okay. This time 23 to hit.
23, seeing an opening as it spins towards you, now looking down at you. You cut into it and take out some of the wood that's holding it together. How much damage do you do?
All right, I do.
Oh, kitty.
13 damage. I do 13
Right.
damage.
Cutting into it, you watch as it cuts and tears at the steel and iron and wood splinters shatter out from it. Cut a huge gash into its like top thigh of its leg.
Yay!
Looking at all of you now charging these two things, emboldened with a sense of heroism and cavalry as you have arrived, he goes,
Now it's my turn.
and the half orc pulls a great sword from his back and starts charging towards you all to get into the fray.
Once again, you
this-
scared me. Charging towards you all to get into the fray to help you. Oh, God.
Okay.
Did he really just get in my way?
Hold on.
I'm gonna beat
So
him.
he's using everything to get there.
Dude, let the meat shields take some swings on it. It's fine.
And he moves at half speed.
Right. He is
Oh,
sluggish.
damn.
Yes. He is exhausted to that level.
Damn.
As he comes out with this vigor, but you can see he's just like slowed down.
Yep.
As the weight of his armor seems to be heavier on him than it should be.
Yep.
And now it's his turn.
Yes. As he.
Do that thing again.
I have. Oh, we go.
Just dream of coffee. Dream of
and
coffee.
again, he coalesces this like heated sand that he throws this bonfire magic at this Titan, and it just fizzles out before it even gets there. And he's like,
Good God.
I hate this.
The creature is making its saves.
Yes.
Legit.
Stacia, it is your turn.
All right. I am going to run up on the scorpion.
You're up on that scorpion.
I am all up on that scorpion, and I'm going to attack that scorpion.
You're giving him a schmite?
I don't know yet. I got to see if I hit first. Let's see.
Big ol' schmite?
A little bit of schmite, maybe. This is going to be 6 plus 5. 16.
Or small smart.
As your sword comes down, it tinks off of the metal chitinous armor.
That's what I figured.
Teach.
How about a crit smite?
Hey.
That might work.
that might do.
Bye. Before you roll everything,
It needs
we
to be
have to
separate.
have this separate.
Yeah. Okay, so straight weapon damage it's the 8 plus 2, I think I am. Sorry, my screen is all sorts of fun right now. So that's 10 from the sword.
Hold on.
Just before you roll anything, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought that was your total.
Yep. So
No. So that's going to be 20 just straight damage. And for the radiant, where is my other D? All right.
18 is the most you can get with your sword. How did you get 20?
Because it was plus 2. Oh no, I added the 2 twice. It was
Exactly.
18.
Yep. So you
I'm
only had
sorry.
the 2 once. So
Yeah,
18.
sorry. 18 plus, and then the radiant is going to be 4.
Dang, called out.
It's legit.
4,
Keep the numbers straight.
12, 16 radiant.
And you doubled those dice, right?
I did not.
It's
So
a crit. So roll
32.
those. Roll them again.
Okay.
No, you just roll them all again. Yeah.
Yep.
And 7 plus 6 is 13. 14, 15, 18.
An additional 18.
Yeah.
Got it.
Damn. That's a ton of damage.
That's a nasty pally crit.
Yep.
And my second attack. Oh wait, that was my second.
That
attack.
was your second
Never
attack,
mind, never
yeah.
mind, I forgot.
Yep.
You're excited. I don't blame
was
you.
really
I am
excited.
too.
Yeah, so you bring your long sword down, and as it does, you watch as the scroll work, the golden scrolling and words just start to form and swirl around your blade as it slams into this scorpion construct. It explodes with divine might as there's this almost like shrapnel of letters that embed into this creature. As your smite goes off, it rears back silently, making no noise whatsoever other than this creaking of metal on metal as it rears its claws up and down, and then all attention is on you.
That's right.
I will say for everyone that is this close to the constructs, you notice that it across all of the metal are the etchings of this cuneiform in primordial.
Ah. Interesting. All right.
Yes. But you are at a dwarven keep.
Yeah.
It is Vinley's turn.
All right,
Hey,
I'm gonna tiredly roll out of the ice barricade. Just look over at the Titan, hold up my wand, and cast another round of magic missiles at it. This time, expending the 5 charges
Okay.
to get 7 missiles.
Got it.
Delicious. Time to eat.
I don't like that, please.
29 points of force damage.
Hmm.
Nice.
I rolled a lot of force.
Nice.
And then I'll roll back into the ice barricade and look at the human and just stare at him for a second, tiredly.
Be nice to the storybook characters, for God's sakes.
No,
And
they're gonna
then-
slip on a banana peel when they come after us. It's just gonna happen.
And I'll just tiredly say, "Where are you from?"
Who are you talking to? The sand guy?
Yeah.
Uh,
Say again. Sorry.
he asked where you're from.
Oh,
Or she asked.
the Soul. The desert.
Okay.
You have no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah, I was hoping he was going to be another group of us in here when I heard desert close. I was hoping he was teleported in here.
No, he's just really bad at planning expeditions.
Boss, it is your turn.
Is there any way I can get in a flanking position on the non-scorpion construct?
You would be standing in lava.
Damn.
So yeah, you can. Do you want to do
Worth
that?
it.
You get totally worth it.
Don't be a
That is
both.
That
sissy.
is on
Um,
both constructs.
Okay, so I'm in between. I'm in threatened range of both those constructs, correct?
Mhm.
Correct.
Okay, so bonus action disengage.
Got it.
And let me ask you this. If I'm on top of the construct, does that count as flanking?
Say it again.
If I'm on top of the construct, does that count as flanking?
Funny you should say that. It does not count as flanking, but you look at the Titan, and it looks like there's a platform on it for someone to stand upon.
I would like grappling hook out in my free hand. I would like to try to climb. No, I don't even think I have the ability to do grappling hook on this. I would like to try to climb this construct.
Go ahead and make a athletics check with advantage because you have a climber's kit on.
Oh my god!
Nope.
Oh, dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Dirty.
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 Down
He's
in the
going to
dirty,
try and
dirty.
Shake you off.
I wish you wouldn't.
Wish you wouldn't too.
Technically, is that how you attack?
Hey, it's a peanut.
They muted the mic. It's real over there.
Yeah. No, I'm a little nervous. I don't like when they
Oh.
mute.
As you're about to make your way to the top, it shakes and spins its body around real quick.
It actually turns on the torso itself. Actually spins
Damn.
360 around.
And shakes you off. You don't take any damage, but you were almost to the top, but it used its basically opposed grapple against you.
Damn. Okay. So bonus action was a disengage movement to move.
Climb up.
Climb up. Move action. Do I still have my action?
You still have your
Yes.
action.
I will attack it then.
Okay.
At least do that.
Jerk! I'm gonna stab you for that. Let me ride.
You said there's a platform on top of it?
Yes.
There is.
Fuck it. I'll use the action to try again.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Legit.
It's curious. It's curious enough for me to try. Not just be a stab monkey. 21.
Hey, there you
21.
go.
And this time, expecting it to spin, it still spins, but like a cowboy in a rodeo, you are able to hang on.
You at the like in one of the gratings on the back of it, you grab your grappling hook it under it, and hold onto the rope as it spins, and then it comes to a stop, and you're able to climb up and stand on this platform. You are now on top of it.
Okay, that's the end of my turn, but can I get an idea of what I see?
What you see is not something as for someone to climb into, or it literally looks like this is a construct built for someone to ride into battle.
Wow.
It's kind of cool.
I'm on top of it. That's the end of my turn.
Yep.
All right.
What perfect timing. I'm in battle.
Their turn.
Was it? Did they go before
Wait,
me?
did they? Yeah, I think Harold goes before
Okay,
them.
yeah, sorry, Harold, your turn.
I'm going to Eldritch Blast it. I can see he's on top of it, right? But there's enough of it for me to throw it in regions he won't get hit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna, the curiosity just. Harold's just not curious about Storybook Monster. He wants it dead. All right, here we go. That one's probably gonna hit 25.
25 does hit.
Alrighty. That'll be. See here, D10 plus 5, so 11 points of force damage. And then
Which one?
On the Titan.
The Titan. Got it.
And then I will attack it again. Natural 20.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Sweet. So that's an automatic 10. So it's an automatic 15 plus another 3, so 18 points of force damage.
18.
18. Got it.
And then I will use my bonus action to burn it more. Because why not? I'm in the neighborhood.
That's why.
Cool. Yeah, sounds good. And then
15 points of fire damage.
You just toss your blade as it spins, separates into two, slamming into both of them as it shatters. You watch as chunks of wood and iron come flying off as you see it starting to melt as the metal on it and the fire has begun to catch fire.
Nice.
As it is not looking too good.
Boss, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oops.
18.
18. That was 15 damage. Takes 7 points of fire damage.
He takes none.
Oh, I'm
Yeah, I'm not on the heated metal construct, am I?
Yeah.
Yes, you're on the metal heated construct.
Oh, I thought the scorpion was being metal heated.
Oh, yeah,
No.
right. You have evasion now.
Yeah, you don't take any damage. You have evasion.
Okay. Whatever the case may be.
Yeah, you're able to duck and maneuver out of the heated metal that is on this
Plumes
thing.
of fire bursting out of it.
Yep.
That's fine. I thought I was on the non-heated metal one. So
No, you were definitely on the heated metal one.
That's my fault then.
Things are
Heating up.
Wow.
Okay, now it is their turn. Yes,
both said
that was
it.
a great pun.
I am that dog.
None of that. Shame on you.
No.
Unable to slam into you, Voss, the Titan turns its attention to V.
And Seisha, you're getting attacked by the scorpion.
That's right, I am.
Surprise, surprise.
It's stunning, really.
My AC is a 23 currently.
V, this hammer fist comes crashing down, and at the last second, the butcher comes up with a low, and they basically, with their weapons at their side, hold on to this hammer as they redirect it into the ground. Maybe. There's a 19 hit. Maybe.
Does a 19 hit you, V?
19, yes, that does hit me.
Are they just want to double check something.
I do not have a very high armor
Yeah,
class.
so
I do
it's
not
okay.
want many clothes.
It does have disadvantage, right?
Yeah, it is attacking. It's attacking regular because she recklessed.
Right. That's
So,
totally fair. That's totally
Is
fair.
rolling regular.
Get legit.
19 hit.
Yes.
19 absolutely hits.
19 points of slashing damage.
Ah,
Yikes.
Sorry. 8. No, 9, because you are raging.
Yep.
And it is basic damage. It's
Yep.
not
So
magic.
the 2 claws come at you, Seisha, as you parry them both away, one with your shield, one with your longsword. But as you do this, you leave your torso wide open as this stinger hits you dead on, piercing the breastplate of your plate armor.
'Kay.
You are going to take. You take 14 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Oh no.
And 14 points of lightning damage.
Got it.
Ooh.
Boy, that sucks.
As it pierces into you, you feel the shock of the electricity coming from the stinger course through you as your body tenses up for a second as it pulls back.
I mean, it can leave it in me if it wants. I've got a cool move I could do.
Okay. V, it is your turn. Thank you. V, it is your turn.
cool. So, I lost 6. I can't see the map, but
You're
I
standing next to both of them. You can
there's a
choose
dude
which one
in
you
front
want.
of me. Yeah. I'm gonna attack him recklessly.
All right. You're going to go after the Titan?
Yee. Sorry, I have to like click everything in order to use sound. So sorry. Hold on.
Okay. The image should be back up.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Hold on. Okay, 26 to hit, which I'm pretty confident hits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You said how much? again?
26?
Yeah,
that definitely
yeah.
hits.
What?
Doing? Katie.
18 points of damage.
18 points of damage.
Nice.
Okay.
Sing us that swan song.
I rolled 2 6s with my d6s. I mean, yeah.
You killed it.
Yeah.
Tell us what
Sing
you
us
did.
that swan song. How do you take it down?
Oh my god. All right. So I just oh my goodness. Okay. So I just sort of do like a swift like undercut and just sort of like cut it all the way through going upwards.
Got it. You spin this massive bone blade and cut in an uppercut motion, V's signature move, as it slices through this thing like butter thanks to Harold's heat metal. It peels apart as Voss stabs his rapier in and rides it down backwards as gears and mechanical bits pour out everywhere.
And fall into the water right next to where this lava is dumping in, and you just hear this.
Yeet. He yells that she just goes yeet.
Yee is what she hears from the other side of the bridge.
All right, that is that. That was your first attack?
Yeah.
You
Might as
still
well
got
swing on
another
the other
attack?
guy.
Come on over.
You're right next to it.
Okay, so next one's 23 points to hit.
23 hits.
Put the damage on him.
Hoocha, hoocha, hoocha.
Lobster.
But only 11 points of damage.
Oh, what a shame.
and it cuts in, and you, as it tears into it, you see the like sparking electricity that courses through this construct start to spark out, but it's still
Damn.
standing.
No.
Oh, we'll take care of that, Toot Sweet.
Someone else finish him.
And it is the half-orc's turn.
He's a coming.
Slowly but surely.
He can't get it. So with that, you watch as he gets there. His heavy crossbow still loaded. He can't quite get there. He points and he goes, as he marks this one.
That one's mine.
And you watch as the energy around him swirls around it, and he aims his heavy crossbow and fires.
We'll see how.
We'll see how this one goes. Definitely a melee fighter, not a ranged fighter.
Badass description. Whiff.
Yeah, and as he does it, he didn't quite load the bolt properly, so it the bolt wasn't all the way locked in. So when it fires, the bolt just kind of goes.
Harold was like all pumped up, and then you see him like kind of crestfallen, like, oh.
But it's hunter's marked.
What does that do for us mechanically?
Not for you.
Not for you. It's just for him.
Sucks.
Yep.
Sucks, bro.
He'll get their melee next turn.
I believe it.
he's a going.
I believe you.
He's a going.
Boss inwardly is just commenting how we got stuck with this cavalcade of failures.
And you watch as the
Other guy.
the one next to where Vinley is standing just is like, okay, got this. Gonna take the cold away. And you watch as his form begins to quiver and shift, and he peels around, and as he does, you watch as he jumps, and as he does, his form shifts and twists into a white bear.
Nice. Polar bear.
It's like the thing that attacked me at before the carnival.
Oh, it didn't actually attack you.
Yeah,
Stop
I know. I
being
put
dramatic.
Put it in a box first.
Get in your box.
And he's going to move.
Somebody get the bear box.
Start making his way up.
Now,
no longer shivering.
when he did that, did it look like he was casting a spell or if he was doing something else?
It looked
Looked supernatural. It definitely wasn't. There was no spell cast. It was
Right.
Yeah.
Do I
supernatural.
recognize what he was doing?
completely recognized what he was doing.
My face goes,
Ew, bear people. Seisha, it's your turn.
I will
follow
say
that up.
that this polar bear looks almost half the size of the polar bear that you guys captured.
Oh, he's a baby bear.
It's a lot smaller.
Baby bear.
I'm attacking.
I'm a cuddle him.
21.
A 21 hits.
Yay.
Just run up and hug him.
And let's smite him just for fun.
Okay, I
But
need the
because
damage
I'm a
separately.
And it's an attack.
Weapon damage is 6.
Okay.
And I'm double checking. Sorry. And then that's going to be 14 radiant. That's the first attack.
Again, the scripture scrolls on your sword as you thrust it in. Your first stab into it, it is tough going in. You have to put everything behind it as you push it in.
You watch the words form around the stab, and you actually read a story as it tells of how the wound opens up, pouring into this mechanical beast, as if your sword is telling a story itself.
Neat.
Nice. Second attack.
Hell yeah, it is.
That's a 19.
19.
Right? 18. 18. Sorry.
Ooh.
Okay, so you go and you try to push it up using the momentum of this, and you can't quite get that momentum up as you just try to, and you have to pull your sword out. You're unable to affect it.
Okay. Can I move so that, and I should have done this first, but oh well. Can I move so that V can flank?
There is nowhere to flank on this thing without
Okay.
standing either in water or lava.
Okay, got it. In that case, I believe I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
Vinley.
I'm going to walk up next to Harold and take a couple steps up to the bridge and try and cast Toll the Dead on this thing.
Might as well.
Yeah, good.
Why not?
It's a
Wisdom
wisdom
save?
saving throw.
Okay.
So. Damn it, I can't say anything. You know.
It's necrotic. All right. Yeah, that's an 8.
Ooh.
That fails. Does the spell work?
It does.
Oh.
Booyah!
Hey!
Okay. 7 points of necrotic damage.
What does your Toll the Dead look like?
This time it is the drop bell. I hold out the bone wand, and a bell of sickly green and blue energy drops down as a bell, and I hit it with the oak wand, and I'm going to cause a sound that we can't hear until it starts to reverberate within the scorpion itself.
That's cool.
That's really cool.
Nice.
And
Dope.
yeah,
That happens. I don't need to embellish it. That's great.
Yeah,
love it.
right? Sick as fuck.
Us.
Okay. Gather close to it. Attack it. Without standing in lava.
You're
I
not
just thought
standing in lava.
I just thought I would point that out before movements were made.
Are you sure? I'm gonna ask one more time. Are you sure?
I am sure that is a natural 20.
Oh, wow.
Damn!
I don't.
Time to buckle them
We'll wait and
swashes.
see.
Wow.
Okay.
And you're hitting it with the moonblade rapier.
Yes.
'Kay.
16,
Slapping, stabbing.
20.
Did you say slap and stab?
The slapping, stabbing. It's better than normal stabbing. This stab's slapping.
47 points of damage.
Sing us its swan song.
Oh my god.
Lord.
Rogues, man. Rogues and paladins.
Seeing everybody and seeing the cavalcade of failures behind us, just look at the orc dead in the eye after 3 failures, and I shove my rapier into the weakest part of the metal close to its face, and just look at him and say, "No, you don't." And then pull out.
Wow.
As you stab into this creature, you see it, that you can hear the mechanics in it whir and whine as you hear from Seisha's cut. The gears start to shift around and break apart, and through yours, you can work your rapier like a lever as you start just tearing apart this thing from the inside as it curls up like a dead scorpion. And the half orc looks to you and goes,
What the job's not done. The beast went inside.
The beast.
What is beast? What a beast?
Let's go.
I cast Radiant Soul, or not Radiant Soul, Healing Hands, I think it's called, on myself.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, Healing Hands.
Healing.
I go up to you. I say, I would I need to be healed.
Okay. Give me one.
Everybody looking over these two. At least the half orc. Yes, the half orc is fairly broken and bruised and cut as well.
You see the bear is panting heavily.
I'll heal. Oh, actually, Finley, you should probably do most of the healing right now.
For Voss, I did 17. That's max for you, Voss.
Sweet, thank you. Are you going to go heal them?
Well,
I gently grab you by the shoulder and say, "Do we want to waste resources on them?"
These are book resources.
could I get some of your healing too?
Yes, come here, Seisha.
Okay.
All
I
right.
walk over.
And you will get. I'm so sorry. 13 points of healing.
Better than nothing.
I will supplement and give you a second level healing word.
I'm good,
Oh,
actually.
Oh, you're good? Okay.
Yeah, that was more than I thought. Woohoo! I can math.
And she'll turn to Voss and say, once I use it on you, I can only do it once every time the sun rises. So I might as well.
Well,
if we save her, we're gone anyway.
But we
You
don't.
see the half orc slowly making his way over to you, Vinley.
I'm sorry, how hurt does V look?
Yeah.
V is
Yep, you muted. You're muted again.
Muted.
Yeah.
I keep pressing the damn space bar and it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's why I just click it.
If you have another window active, it won't.
V isn't bloodied, but give her like 3 more damage and she would.
Okay, I will. Finley, do you have enough to get her too? Okay, then I'll do your thing first.
You'll take what's 8 plus 7? Holy cow!
15.
15. You take 15. Does anyone else need anything
Wait,
before I heal our friends?
15? Is that what that means?
Yeah,
heal 15. V.
Oh, sweet. All right, I'll do that.
Harold looks fine.
Okay. And then I will heal the half orc.
He comes over and he goes,
Hi, my name is Sir Courage the Vold. I thank you all in this time of need. We've been chasing down this beast, a blue chitin creature made off with the princess from the snow that fell upon us. My orc form kept me alive, and Slade's, his current form is what saved his. We haven't slept since the avalanche toppled on top of our group.
You orc form?
I think he means his general hardiness.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just making sure you weren't able to change.
And
No.
you saw them go into this building.
I, a big nasty creature.
What is this place?
While you're looking for that, Vinley is using her mage hand to treat his wounds for 14 points of healing.
Rude. God, I won't even touch him.
I love Venley.
How much did you heal him for?
14. And then
he answers,
This is Thurn Mulder.
Okay, well, let's get moving.
just 1 second, I have to heal that. And she looks at the bear.
Bear looks
it
fine.
shakes its head.
Oh,
All right.
Let's go save a princess. Get some coffee.
You see the half orc looking over the fallen scorpion as he runs his hands across the etched hide. And you see the cuneiform primordial etchings carved, ancient arcane runes across the metal plated hides. It's It's a beautiful blend of technological marvel empowered by arcane weave, fairly similar to the idea used to blend of magics and metal used to make the Nimblewrights.
I
Continue.
sorry. Seeing this briefly before we head in, I want to use Keen Mind to see if I can memorize aspects of this,
You can,
even
You
if I
do
don't
not
understand it.
yeah, you do not understand it, but you memorize aspects of the cuneiform.
Something that I could and put it in a way that I could describe to someone else later.
I understand what you're doing.
Yes, thank you.
These are true signs of a masterful mind and skilled smith in order to create such apparatuses. It could be remnants left of the abandoned dwarven fortress protecting what's inside, but the strange language that does not match the dwarven runes carved into the columns and brass doorframe that encircles the large dark oak entrance door do not give you the impression that it is dwarvish.
Just so everyone knows that that language is primordial. It's the language of the elements, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
It's the language of the elements.
So what are we in Cold Land?
I would assume so.
You gotta respect an author who does their research.
Well,
Is there anything barring our way forward?
But
Upon the door,
point
you
is that
see
we might be facing something elemental.
sweet. I'm thrilled.
there is a large door that bars your entranceway, and upon the door, carved into the wood, is more cuneiform scratches left into the grain.
Sasha?
I look at the half orc. Can you read this?
Nigh.
All right. I touch it and cast comprehend languages.
As you run your hands across this, you read the words, "Turn away, let the dead rest. A bad curse lies beyond."
Oh, now you're speaking my language.
Yeah.
Now we're definitely gonna go that way.
There is also dwarven runes across the doorframe.
What do those say?
Okay, as you run your hands across that, you read, "The Sunlanars welcome you to Thurn Maldor, the forge that built the world. Valhalla to dwarves and crafters."
I check this door for any physical traps.
Go ahead and make an investigation.
I read it aloud to everybody.
Nifty.
10.
There does not seem to be any traps, but you try the door and it is locked.
Can I make a history check based on what Seisha told us about
You
the
can
dwarven
make a
script?
religion check.
Oh, yeah, sure. I love religion.
I would like
want
to make that as well.
All right.
Go ahead.
30-20, yeah.
Nice.
Goblin, if you want to do it, you can.
No, that's all right. You said it first. I don't know that any of us will need to because Harold just threw it out.
That was with a +1 too.
Oh,
Nice.
damn.
I only got a 13.
13?
The one class I showed up for.
Because you
in
weren't
religion
rolling
class.
against me.
You both know that Sunlanars are the titles given to the most devout of Moradin. And Moradin is the dwarven god of creation, crafting, and protection, also known as the Allfather, the Creator, and the Soul Forger, said to have created dwarves from the earth itself out of stone and gems, and is the enemy to all who follow Grumsh.
Yeah, who likes Grumps anyway? What a jerk that guy is. Definitely know who that is.
And Voss, what was your investigation?
Oh,
You got that? Okay,
yeah.
got it.
Yes,
Sorry.
yeah. Does anyone see a method of opening this?
I mean, I
assume-
can light the lock for you.
Is there a lock on this door? Or
There
is it
is
just
a-
barred?
No, it is not barred. But there is an absurdly large lock.
I cast light on it to assist with his lock picking.
I've never picked a lock this large before, but I will try.
All right, make a thieves tools check.
Oh, yeah, I got that.
You
back.
want to use my knife?
I may
Or
have
my
to.
sword.
And shit.
Did you say I have advantage or no?
You are Seisha's helping you, so
Okay,
yep.
sweet. That's thank God.
Ogma.
24.
Damn.
Easily it's large, but that allows you to get in there easily and see what you're doing, especially with the light spell on the inside, and you're able to easily pick and twist and turn until you hear a large click.
It's as if this thing is designed for a key the size of a large dagger.
Yeah.
Or a small
Well,
dagger.
I place my tools back, nod to Seisha. Thank you. Nothing else barring our way forward now. Let's
Do this then.
save a damsel.
For the coffee.
Yes.
And for doing the right thing, and people, I listen. I'm a hero. I'm just cold.
What is this coffee you speak of?
I
Is there
will tell
another
you.
person in there?
Let's
that you
save the princess.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna take a quick moment. Harold, I get that like you drink coffee every morning. I understand that, but I didn't realize until now how the caffeine in the coffee, you might be a drug addict.
I opened the door.
I accept this freely and willingly. I don't regret who I am as a person. You want to know who coffee is? It's a divine being from our universe. And I promise you that the divinity from that being is going to get us there, because there is nothing that can stand between me and my divine right of coffee. Let's go.
Help.
I walk in.
And I'll
Yep.
hand him my water
Right.
skin that tastes like hot coffee.
He says, then praise Torm, Moradin, and coffee.
Harold repeats it and then cheers him with the coffee drink, drinks it, and he's like, this is her divine taste. Take a sip.
I'm pretty sure it's
an
decaf.
acquired
Harold.
taste.
It's decaf.
It's definitely an acquired taste, though.
He drinks it, and you actually see his eyes light up, and he goes, by the gods, this is a divine drink.
It's the bitterness that gets you through. And then I continue forward.
As
All
someone
right.
who doesn't care for coffee, it sucks. I think the best way to wake up in the morning is a damn mimosa. And yes, it's a problem. But guess what? I only need one every couple days, not every morning.
The large 15-foot tall heavy double door opens with a loud creak that echoes out down the corridor from the old rusted hinges. A blast of hot wind washes over you like opening an oven that would be inviting, but instead stings against your cold skin. You see the bear revel in this heat as he nearly melts with euphoria, welcoming the nearly unbearable warmth.
Oh.
He's a butter bear. He's like butter.
But don't bump.
He melts.
Yep.
That was dad joke worthy, Dustin.
You're welcome. There are no lanterns, no torches in this long bridged hallway, as it is lit aglow by the lava river that runs beneath the bridge, 50 feet below. The towering dwarven statues of founding kings carved from the natural stone lord over you from either side along this 50-foot hallway. The harsh geometric art deco design creates harsh foreboding shadows from the underlit statues. Ahead of you leads to a large dark room.
Let somebody who can see in the dark
I
take
got
the
it.
way.
I got it.
What do they see?
In the next room is lowly lit. The first area, warm, a soft glow of the entrance hall from the entrance hall, only barely illuminates the opening of this grand court hall before being swallowed by darkness. Seisha and everybody with dark vision can only see about halfway into this hall, but Harold, you see all the way through it.
What do I see towards the end?
Towards the end, at the far end is a large stone throne etched in the outline of a crowned hammer and anvil that sits upon a 10-foot high dais.
Okay, so there's like an uprising and there's a big fucking chair.
You
sitting-
also see at the far end an old long wooden table that once lined this room are disheveled from dry rot and deterioration from whatever insects that have slowly chirped away at them over the years. Multiple doorways lead out of the room into a maze under the mountain.
Okay, so I can see all the way to the end. Let me tell you something. There's like an uprising with like a big ass chair, just like a throne like little
Thrown
bits
on a
just sitting-
dais.
Yeah, that's a much easier way to describe it. And then it's got, and I'm going to describe the what was it, like a crown and the anvil.
Yeah, there's a hammer standing upright and over an anvil, and then floating above both of those is a crown.
Yeah, which probably has significance, I'm sure. And then there's a table that looks like it's seen its best days 500 years ago, before the termites started renting out to all the other bugs in the neighborhood. So it's probably going to be one of the doors on the left or right leading to what looks like a maze. You guys go first.
And then the half-orc puts his hand on your shoulder and goes, "Wait.
Mm.
Slade, locate the princess's armor. We will use it to hunt down the beast, wherever he is maybe hiding her. I only pray to Torm that we are not too late. It will taste my steel, and I will send it back to whatever 9 hells it came from.
Yeah, sure you will.
Do we have your aid in this endeavor?"
As
Of
he looks to
course.
all of you.
That was 8 levels.
Of course you do.
You watch as the bear form shifts and morphs back into the human, who seems still exhausted, but a lot more bearable now that he's in the warmth.
Oh, with the puns.
You
That one
watch
was
as he starts
barely okay.
he starts muttering in a language no one understands, but recognizes as the ancient language of the druids. From a dead and decaying, dry-rotted, sun-bleached branch dowsing rod that swirls with sand between the forked branches, creating the image of a set of divine armor covered in banners anchored down by wax seals that coalesce in and out of the swirling sand, depending on the direction it is pointed. With her armor located, the 2 other men light a torch and begin their journey deeper into the dark-hewn hallways.
I would like to pull out the sword, and as we move along the hallways, keep an eye open for traps. This place feels like it'd have a lot of them in it.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm.
following the 2 dudes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm letting
I'm
them
gonna,
go in front to find the traps.
Yeah, I'm definitely hanging. I'm definitely hanging
Mhm.
towards the back.
Yeah, I'm gonna be back with Harold.
V is still counting on her fingers because she just can't remember the levels of hell.
Yeah, Harold is also.
Like, was it? I know there's 7
I
cents,
think
but
it's
like, is there 2 more I didn't know about?
No, there's just 9
Eight,
levels.
9.
Are you sure it's 9? I would.
What are
Yeah.
they? Like, what else is there?
I thought it was 12 for sure.
Wait, let me think.
I could see there being more, like 15. Like, that's a good round number. I believe 15.
But 15 is such an enormous. I mean, like, who's gonna have 15?
18 on religion. How many levels of hell are there?
9.
There's
9.
9.
No, yeah, there's 9.
Mm.
I'm positive, Daryl.
Hey, so
Positive.
is purgatory one of them?
No,
Like limbo?
purgatory is something completely different.
But
No,
lim-
one of them is the realm of itchiness. One of them is the realm of like wet socks. I know those are 2. I remember that from class.
I'm gonna reach over and grab the
Girls, how
coffee out of
often were
his
you in
hand.
class?
Oh no, I earned that.
Yeah, there's
Do I find any traps?
greed, anger.
Wrath.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Thank you. Hey, not bad. 21.
As you begin your way through the dark corridors, you seem to find no traps, as this was not a dungeon, this was a dwarven keep, and it is very annoying to set up traps in your house.
Yeah, but to be fair, I mean, there's something that's talking about a curse, so.
Heresy, violence, fraud, and
Augment-
treason.
Stay out. I'm
Couldn't have been
serious. It
made.
really sucks when we have company.
As we know, I do not trust domiciles.
Well, I mean, we have a biblio guarding the house, so.
In any case, I stand next to them, these 2 guys, as we move forward. How did she get?
Rhaenyra's there too.
How did she get taken exactly? This creature just come up and grab her and run, or what happened?
What I could tell, it dug her from the snow pits itself.
Dick.
What does this Saphira look like,
Seraphina.
Seraphina?
Princess Seraphina has beauty beyond all kingdoms and ages. Her icy platinum hair and her purple eyes.
She is beautiful.
But
More beautiful than anything, woman thing I've ever laid eyes on.
but
Insight, is she actually beautiful?
Go ahead.
And Vinley's
You know,
just
I had
mouthing
purple eyes for a while.
them sing her praise to Harold back there, like, oh yeah, she's so beautiful.
Harold's trying very hard not to laugh.
15.
15. They believe that she is very pretty, but you also pick up that they're not just speaking of
Exterior beauty.
yes.
Got it.
Yep.
Hmm.
she is making her way across the kingdoms to learn as much as she can, so that she can rule over ours with just impunity.
She sounds very lovely. I hope we find her and restore her to her noble quest.
Aye. And it's at this time that you all hear the haunting, familiar sounds of gusting winds, breaking branches, accompanied by the terrifying harmonic percussions of the ice lake, cracking and echoing out through the halls. But there is no snow. There is no chilled wind or ice anywhere.
Yeah, nope. I can't do any more snow. Sand I can handle. It's warm, it's comfortable, it's useful in crafting and making glass. But what does snow and ice do? Nothing. It makes you cold. That's it.
Okay.
That's all it does. It makes you cold. I'm done with snow.
It's
I go up
okay.
to him.
It's okay. Shh.
Sand?
Calm down. It's all right.
Yes,
We're all here together.
Slade is from the lands of Vasul, a land encompassed only by sand and desert. But we must do whatever we have to, in order to save the princess of our kingdom.
All right, I press forward along with these two.
You are all slowed.
Warriors.
It's like taking a quest from an NPC in a video game, as they move nowhere near as fast as you want to go.
Harold, about halfway through this, is like as we continue to do this for a while, Harold finally turns. Is like, do you guys have skates here or something? Like a wheelbarrow, shopping cart, anything with wheels?
Harold.
Sorry. Yeah, we're looking forward to the princess. It's gonna be great.
I see how that does not. I don't see how that aids us now. But if we see one, we'll let you know.
Trust me, I have a plan. Really frustrated. Got a great plan. It's a great one. Freaking roll you down a hill.
Venturing forth through the catacombs of this ancient dwarven keep, you find a few different rooms as you navigate through a series of winding halls. You all find dead ends trying to navigate through, heading in all directions in which the dowsing rod is leading you. Fairly similar to what Seisha did earlier. As you're making your way through, you come across old empty barracks, empty war rooms, offices. You find a library of shelves that has no books left in its corridors. All of
Die
which,
a little inside.
all of which that gives you a sense of dread, unknowing as to what happened to the Dwarven kingdom ages ago. What stories these halls could tell of weal or woe, but there are no bodies to sing its words.
You do eventually come to a long hallway littered with the overspill of sand from a room to the right. Two large double doors, forged in steel, bear the face of an armored dwarf, stand wide open. Vinley, you notice the edges of a pile of bones peeking out from the towering sand.
Oh, I think we found a nest.
A nest.
Nest.
And I'll point out the bones.
Divine sense.
Oh,
You sense no undead besides Savard if he is out.
'Kay.
No, okay, he's not out.
I don't I don't sense any undead, at least.
You watch Slade go over to the sand and just scoop it up and go, "Oh, you sweet mother of gods." And just like,
He's like rubbing it on his body.
yeah, he's just like just running his hands through it. He doesn't even seem to notice the bones. It's
Harold's
just like-
going to lean over to Voss very slowly and be like, "This is the weirdest fucking book."
Yep.
Is the book called Seraphina?
No, the princess is named Seraphina.
So what's the
Finley.
book?
The book is called The Keymaster.
That's the
Finley.
main
This
book.
reminds me, I got to talk to you guys about this
Can-
book when we're done.
Can you raise this to assist us?
It would take me an hour.
I don't think that's
After
a
a
really good
long
idea
rest.
right now.
Hold on, Seisha. Jeez.
I kind of surreptitiously point to the other guys.
They're fine.
I say silently to Seisha, these two chuckle fucks really don't have a say in this quest at this point. They've failed so many times I don't give a damn what they
Yeah.
think.
Let's not piss off the Paladin of Torm.
He's not real. This is a book. Who cares? Finley, takes you an hour to raise it.
Correct, but after I take a long rest because I did not prepare it.
Very well.
You don't have that kind of time. We're just gonna have to.
Agreed. We press forward.
Onward with our noble quest, but can we do it just like a little faster? Just like a little. Imagine there's a big pile of sand waiting at the end.
You notice as Slade is pulling the sand and like almost making sand angels. Just
Jesus Christ.
I
just
look into the room. I want to look into that room.
It's entirely full of sand.
Is there any movement or anything in
You
there?
can make an investigation check.
Yeah.
I'll aid you in that out of curiosity. Roll with advantage.
All right. Oh, hey, thank you. 18.
Okay. As you start to just kind of like look over the sand and kind of just like move a little bit or looking for any movement, you dig the skeleton out and you find a dry corpse wrapped in old dungeoneering gear, and you find another set of climber's gear. This skeleton has scroll cases and navigator tools, all signs of being a dungeon delver and archaeologist. You also find another pile of bodies comes pouring out as you look over the sand.
From Slade just constantly moving the sand.
Yep. 2 more skeletons, one in flowing robes and another in hardened leather armor. Small pockmarks of old holes look to be evidence of other materials that were once riveted to the leather like splint mail. In the robed figure side bag is a large ruby gem.
What do these robes look like?
They're blue and gray.
Do they resemble Venley's robes?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not even the slightest bit.
I'm gonna take. the gem.
Okay.
Yeah.
That gem is yoinked.
Okay. You take the ruby gem.
Don't put it on your equipment.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
What are in the scroll cases?
As you open the scroll, you see maps of other places, and you find a map that kind of matches what you found, but ends right where you are.
All right.
Well, this
You
is useless.
continue on.
Yep. It looks
All
like
right.
he was mapping out all the way up to his death.
Let's take the climbing gear just in case.
All right.
Who wants it?
I'll take it.
Sounds good to me.
I grab the climbing gear.
Okay. You put the climbing gear on.
All right, let's keep going.
Slade, this way. And
Oh,
he holds the...
actually, real quick, she's gonna kind of put the bodies side by side and kind of brush sand back over them, scooping it with her shield. She buries them, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, now we can go.
You actually watch, as you do this, you actually watch Slade wave his hands, and you watch as the sand itself moves over and kind of comes up and goes over the bodies.
Thank you.
Should help a little.
Yeah.
And then Kurish comes over and etches into the sand a right gauntlet.
I draw a scroll next to it.
Okay.
I draw a cup of coffee next to it.
And shall we continue?
Yep.
As you round the corner, you start to feel the hall heat, fill with heat once again. Further down the hall, you see similar iron doors where the dwarven helmed man opened, but there is no sand pouring from it. You see the dowsing rod is now vibrating immensely in that room, glowing as the coalescing sand seems to form a solid figure of this armor. Another echo pours out through the halls of wind and the sound of boiling water and slowly shifting earth. It sounds like the outside world, but this time it is closer. You start to realize that it may not be nature you are hearing. What do you do?
I'm going to move in the direction that the sound is coming from and hold action for something to come out.
Can you make your way up to the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do the same thing.
She's in that room. Everyone, be at the ready to attack whatever this creature may be. Oh, I wish I had more wild shapes.
Is it possible that it saved her instead of...
And then you...
No. If that were true, it would have taken her down the mountain.
I draw the Moonlit Rapier and Mage Bane.
Okay.
Unless it's lonely.
It shall not be lonely soon enough.
That's very fair.
All right, well, let's just see how this goes.
I step into the doorway.
All right. Turning into the room, you are met with silence. No creature, no young woman with ice platinum blonde hair and purple eyes. Instead, your eyes are filled with gems, gold, platinum, intricate stones, and precious metal statues of dwarven kings of old. You find old weapon racks emptied with nothing but a shadow left in the dust where they once hung. In the center, you see a fancifully etched plated set of armor covered in golden seals with attached prayers to Amontor.
I believe this is an illusion. I would like...
The half-orc drops his greatsword and rushes to the armor, cradling it in his arms. It is solid, and his hands do not go through it.
But if you would like to see if it is a greater illusion of some sort,
You can absolutely make an investigation check.
And I get advantage on it.
Yes, you do.
The way V is behind Seisha.
Okay.
Investigation, that is an 18.
18. You watch as the half-orc looks over it intensely before he hands it towards you.
Is it real?
It is real.
100% real.
I take the armor.
And with your investigation, in the back, you find the armor dented and the metal shredded off. Dried bloodstains cover the damaged areas of the armor.
Is this proof enough for you?
It's proof that this person was murdered horribly. Whose was this?
That is Seraphina's.
There's no body. There's no... She's not dead.
She might have been hurt by something else.
If we will not have salvation, we will have vengeance.
What happened to Seraphina?
It's possible that... Let's just go find them. Let's not assume anything.
Mm-hmm.
Keep an open mind.
What if it ate her?
No, Slade. Winter creatures normally keep like a harvest livestock. So she's probably still alive, just in maybe like a coma or something.
And
Yeah,
as
they have her like in a cage somewhere on the other side.
And as you say that, he sits down against a pedestal in relief with your words. And then all of a sudden you hear a click.
Oh, hey, it wasn't me that found it this time.
Oh,
As he goes, oh, not again.
And the door behind you slams closed.
Harold.
Seisha, you in the center of the room with Kurish feel a strange feeling on the top of your head coursing through your hair. as you feel something running into it. It's dry and coarse and hard as you look up.
Damn it.
Sand.
And the roof begins to open up as sand starts to pour into the room.
Harold turns and looks at the bear man and is like, "Oh, sand!
How big?
I'm glad now that we have the sand."
How big is this opening?
It's 3 feet in diameter.
And did the doors drop open?
Oh, they slammed shut. Like
No.
No. The up above
It's
us.
slid open.
How high is the roof?
At 50 feet.
No way I'm getting up to that then. What else is in the room?
There are statues around that go about 20 feet high in the tallest one.
Yep.
Okay.
And
the rest is basically gems, gold.
yep, if you want to look around more, go ahead and make me a perception or investigation check to see if there's anything else in here that you can find.
I want to
Finley,
try to find
and,
something that I could wedge into that opening to slow the sand.
Yep. But for more sake, you have this much time until the room fills completely.
So that's investigation.
Slade, what
Natural
spells do
one
you
on
have?
mine.
16.
Once enough gets in, I can mold the earth so I can keep the sand off of us.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm pretty tapped. I haven't slept in 3 days.
Are there any other ways out of here? Everybody look for other ways out.
I rolled a natural one on my investigation check.
Yeah, and
Can I
Seisha
roll?
rolled a 16.
Seisha, as you begin to look around and looking up at this hole, you notice that part of as it was opening, part of it crumbled away just probably from age. And there's about a wide enough gap that if you can get up there, you can probably even V could fit through it, but it's going to be tight for her. Everyone else could probably squeeze through it. You don't know where it goes, but that looks like the best bet as far as where to go.
All right. I'm going to carry everybody up through this hole, okay?
Okay.
I can make 2 of us fly.
I can fit through that.
Save that. Save
Are
that.
we going to have enough time to make round
Yes.
trips?
We should. I'm igniting my wings. I grab V
Okay.
and
I'm getting stuck in that.
get
My
her
hands
up
are
first.
not that narrow.
Okay.
Neat.
As you fly through,
Make it work.
My hip bones do what they want. I cannot control them.
They don't lie.
V, make an acrobatics check.
No.
But if there's something nasty up there, you're the one who's going to be able to take it. So
Say again.
11.
Okay. As you get up there, you kind of grab on to the edge of this, and you start to pull yourself up, and you get stuck. You're just feet dangling.
I take out the mace that I have
Oh, you guys, my hips don't
and I
lie
pound
too
the
big.
stone next to her to try
Okay.
to chip off a little bit so that she can shimmy in.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Help.
Oh,
I'm stuck.
What's 5 plus 14? Yeah, that is right.
14 hits the stone, but you do not do enough to damage it.
Seisha, I take out a jar of oil and throw it up to you.
I grab it and I grease V up.
Me up, baby.
Grease the Goliath.
V, as whatever is happening below you, you hear the muffled words of Seisha and Voss yelling at each other, but you feel the sand shift over your entire body as this entire area up here is filled with sand. And,
Get a sand burn, no doubt.
and you are currently in a suffocating state.
No.
Wait, so that room she's going in is filled with sand?
Yes.
It is.
Okay, crap. All right. Well, give me my oil back.
V starts
Oh, she's stuck? Okay, never mind. If she's stuck, do that anyway.
breathing in, so she's just going.
Just get her out then.
All right, I'm gonna grab her legs, pull her back out,
I'm gonna jump up.
and I'm gonna
grab-
go get the sand guy and take
Okay.
him up there. Control the sand.
As you pull her out, a large portion of sand just starts pouring out.
I need you to make me a strength saving throw as you are hit right on the back with a massive amount of sand.
Okie dokie.
Who, me or Seisha?
Seisha, she's the one flying and holding you.
I don't know. I mean, okay.
What about a 24?
Easy enough. It slams into you and you fly out of the way and slowly descend with V. Everybody else, the sand that pours in is pours in very quickly and is almost waist deep now.
I grab the sand dude.
You start to see, you see Slade as he is just casting mold earth, as he is just constantly moving the sand around everyone and keeping everyone basically out of being buried alive. He has created like steps leading up as the sand gets higher and higher.
Statues 20 feet high. What do they look like?
Dwarves.
Dwarves.
Made of
Is there
stone.
anything distinct about them?
No, they look like the old kings of old that
They're-
were in the entrance hallway as well.
Yep.
Okay, I rolled a natural 1, so I don't know how much of this I can do. But I'm looking for any other mechanisms, pieces in this room, something
can
that
I-
can be triggered.
Can I make a perception check for something like that?
Absolutely. You find nothing,
Yeah.
boss.
Okay, gotcha.
All right.
I'm also gonna start looking now
okay.
that we're all about to die.
Please. Yeah, I gotcha.
Oh, sweet. 23.
Nice.
Hold.
I did an investigation with disadvantage for 21.
Oh, right. I have
Nice, well done.
disadvantage. I have disadvantage because I'm
Okay.
exhausted.
Yes.
Be fair. Be fair.
That's okay. It's
We're
not
being
terrible.
very fair with these guys.
Mhm.
17.
Okay. You don't find any mechanisms, but Vinley, you find like sticking out of a pouch under a pile of gold. You find 2 potions.
I'll take those out and run over to Slade and ask, or wherever Voss is, I'll run over and ask what these are.
I look at it. Do I recognize it?
You can use your alchemical or herbalism kit
Yep.
to identify it. You can add
Okay,
intelligence to your proficiency.
Okay, not bad then. That's a dirty 20.
Absolutely. A potion of heroism and a potion of fire resistance.
Potion of heroism, potion of fire resistance. I don't know if either of them help us at this moment.
Technically the potion of fire resistance could help us. If I were to heat metal on something, we were to take it up and somebody carried it up, maybe we could get it hot enough that it would start, I don't know, making the sand stop flowing.
I can't make
Did I
it
ever
move.
find anything when I was looking?
No, there was nothing that you found. There, like as you start, like the sand keeps pouring. Slade's like, I can keep it
Wait,
off
if
of
I
us.
get you up there, can
There's
you stop the sand?
There's not. I can stop it, but it's not. I can't clear it.
That's
if-
fine. If we can get you up there to stop it, we won't
Wait.
drown in sand.
I
How
want
else
to
are we gonna get out of here?
look
I don't know
around
yet.
the treasure piles for a hole. See if there's like a portable hole or something.
You found none of that on your investigation check.
Okay, thank you.
The
Yep.
hole in the side of the mountain?
Slade looks at you and kind of shrugs his shoulders, like if that's what you want to do.
I'm gonna fly him up. Just block the entrance while we figure out what we can do.
He stops the sand flow.
Okay. We've got a little time. What do we do, guys?
We need somewhere to put the sand or to get out. We have to figure out an exit.
There's a curse.
Can I listen for anything hollow, wind, noises, anywhere that might have a false sound behind it? Once again, I'm going off a natural 1, so if I can't do that, that's fine.
Do
Are
some sort of perception or investigation check?
Yeah. V, you can make one because you haven't made one yet.
Yeah.
Everyone else. I'm going off of what you rolled.
Right.
Gotcha.
Is the door
I'll
made
shut
of
up.
metal at all?
It
Okay.
is.
I will.
Perception or investigation? Y'all choose.
Your choice.
All right, well, perception then.
I'm gonna start trying to melt the door.
Okay, you
With
cast
heat
heat metal
metal.
on the door.
I'll
Mhm.
Okay.
cast it at. Fuck, we'll do 3rd level.
Okay.
Okay, I got a 19 perception check.
Okay. 19. You look around and tons of gems, tons of gold. these statues. There's nothing that really stands out as like a mechanism or a lever. Nothing really stands out in here. You
Guys,
do.
I don't think there is a way out of here.
What's the door made of?
The door appears to be made of iron,
Currently heated metal.
Okay. As
and
the
it
metal
is starting to glow hotter and hotter.
Vio Miliana, see if you can break down the door then.
Okay, but is it burning? Will it burn me?
Yes.
Not
If
if you
you-
use your sword.
With
I
your
got-
sword.
I got your back. I promise you.
Okay, I'll use my sword and hope for the best. So I'm gonna go attack it. I guess I just attack it normally.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, you could reckless. It's not going to attack back.
Yep.
Go
And
reckless.
this metal is this iron is
Recklessly attack it. It's yeah.
this iron is pure black.
Okay, does it seem to still be? But it does still seem to be heating up.
It is
Yes.
definitely getting hotter. It has not started to glow yet, though.
Okay.
Aim for the hinges where they connect to the wall so we can knock the door down.
Okay, 21 to hit.
Right. What happens
21.
if you rearm the trap? Would that open the doors?
Wait, what?
It's currently under a couple pounds of sand.
Yeah, but
I can either stop this or move that. Whichever you want me to do.
Keep
keep
stopping that.
stopping it,
We'll
you're
deal with
fine.
this.
not.
Hold on.
We'll
A lot
deal
of
with
stuff's
this.
happening. Pause.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, V, your blade slams into this black iron door, and you feel the reverberations as it slams into the door, not cutting into it. Slade looks at you as he's saying this. I can either stop this or go down there, and with every casting, there's a couple of seconds. Oh, never mind.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, he holds it.
Yep.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
No, nothing, he is-
He's holding it right. He's holding concentration on that.
Okay.
On my
So-
attack?
No.
No, on the
He's
sand.
Slade is stopping the sand from pouring in.
I begin assisting,
Okay,
attempting to get.
Door, and the door does nothing as I hit it with a literal 21.
Yep.
Yep.
You did not hit its armor class.
Okay. All right. I begin dagging at the trap mechanism that Seisha pointed out. Then.
I'm going to help Voss try and figure out how to disarm this trap
Rearm it.
or rearm it just to turn it off.
I worry that turning off the trap won't be enough because some of the roof above us has been broken in, and it's just going to keep pouring in. It can't close anymore.
No, it might open the doors though.
Right.
That's a possibility. Yeah, good point.
Okay. Make an athletics check to move sand, or
Yeah, go ahead and make me an athletics check as you start
cool.
trying to dig
gonna
and
help
move
you.
sand.
Dirty 20.
You move sand, but it's like the more you move, more fills in, and it's just you're digging and digging and moving it away and moving it down, but you've barely gotten hardly any way down. It's going to be doable, but it's going to take time.
Okay. Can I dive into it? Hold breath.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay. I do that and kind of trying to keep a hand on where the mechanism was.
Okay. Go ahead and make me an investigation check at disadvantage.
Yep, that is fair. Yeah. Okay. Not great. 10.
You feel around, you cannot find where the mechanism is. You know the general vicinity of it, but you feel nothing but sand.
I come back up and say, I can't do this. I can't see
Wait.
it.
What if this is like an hourglass? There's only a finite amount of sand up there. What if the sand room is the same size as this room and it's going to push us up?
We have to stay on top of it is the problem.
You've been staying.
you
So
have to
just
stay
to remind you,
on top of it.
Slade was keeping it like literally using his magic to keep you above it, building stairs until you stopped him to bring him to stop the sand flow. So just to give you that visualization.
Okay.
The problem is, if we're wrong about that, we won't have time to fix it.
Right.
Is there anything else anyone can see in this room? Everybody's made a perception or investigation check, correct?
know if it's important or not, but Slade, you're from the desert.
Yeah, I am.
How did you know about polar bears?
Because I saw them while I've been here in the mountains.
Oh, okay.
How did you get here in the mountains?
It's
He came with the
My
group.
adventuring party?
The reason we're here.
Right.
Slade. You can you feel things through the sand?
No.
You can only just
Okay.
control sand.
Harold,
Yeah.
go ahead and roll fire damage
Okay.
or heat metal as you slowly start to see a faint glow to the door.
You're muted.
Muted.
Oh, sorry. 10 fire damage. Harold's just sitting there concentrating on it while he's arguing with people.
V, you're not sure if it's the heat radiating off of this door, similar to when you were standing next to the Titan, but it is not glowing as hot as the Titan was. But what you also notice is that your calves that are slightly buried in the sand are starting to get warm.
Oh, the sand's melting.
Sand's heated.
The sand turns to glass when it's melted.
It also just heats up.
The
Yeah.
sand is
Mm.
heating up. Oh my god. Oh my god. You guys, the sand is heating up.
Well, yeah, but we just give it a little more time. I'm almost through, probably.
Sand turns to glass. It'll cut us.
No,
What?
it'll just mold around us and burn our ankles into charred.
Close to fucking enough. Get
What if instead we were what?
instead what? What?
I feel pretty confident in burning the doors. At least for now. Once we see glass forming, well, then not only will I be very impressed with myself, but also I will stop. Because
Okay, got it. What is everybody else doing?
Steph, I am officially a useless.
Your wings go away, Seisha.
Oh, I think we lost Seisha.
Uh-oh. We just
I
lost
think
to Seisha.
Oh no.
This went out.
No, but seriously though.
Her wings went out and she went out.
If get fucked up, I'm officially useless in existing at all.
Okay.
All right.
We
Harold,
don't have our expendables with us, right?
And
You do not.
Okay.
and then the half orc hearing you say this goes, "Don't lose hope. You can cut through this door as I saw you cut through that Titan. We just have to wait till it's softer."
we can do this. Until it's hurting us, we're burning this door. Once it gets soft, you're gonna barrel through this thing just like you barrel through everybody who gets in your way.
Voss, can I have the potion of fire resistance?
Yes.
And I'm going to use Mage Hand to give it to V for when the sand gets unbearably hot.
Okay. You mage hand the bottle over. Seisha floats down to the ground. Slade is standing on the sand, looking up, maintaining concentration on stopping this from going.
Sir Kurish walks over next to you, V, gives you a nod, and goes to cut into the metal.
Okay, can I go to attack it as well?
Of course.
Ting!
All right, so I go to attack the door. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is still not enough as you cut into it and it tings off of this metal, whatever it may be.
Harold, I don't have any.
I pull out the crowbar that I carry with me. See if I can find a groove and seeing if I can at least loosen a piece of it a bit.
Okay. You dig into it and it's starting to get soft now, but this metal is so dense. You're starting to get the sense that it's definitely not your normal iron.
Oh yeah. Just attempting to pry through it. Is there any way I can?
You dig it in and you can find the crease where the door's closed and you can get it in there, but you bend it, and you actually the iron of the crowbar itself starts to get hot.
That's not gonna work then.
And it bends before the door bends.
Okay, gotcha. Not knowing anything else about the room, and gold. There's nothing else descript about this place.
I have an idea to make it hotter, but it's gonna suck.
Okay.
This is a question for the DMs.
Okay.
If Harold were to walk over to this door and put his hand against it and burn himself, could I hellish rebuke in response to burn the door further?
I mean, technically, yes.
Yeah, you could. You watch as Slade starts to create. He stand back. Swords aren't working. I'm gonna see if I can help heat it as well. And he will start creating bonfire underneath this door and just continuing to try to get it hotter and hotter and hotter.
Harold lifts his hand and he's like, oh, fuck it. And I'm going to put my hand against it real quick and pull it away.
Okay.
I guess I will take my burning damage, I'm assuming.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your...
Yep.
I assumed as much. And of course it's a great roll. So I'll take 14 damage.
Oh, damn.
And at this point, through everyone pouring heat into this thing, the sand around you is also heating everything up. So V and Kurish take, how many points was it? 14, so 7 points of fire.
Now's a good time to drink that potion. And I'll burn a second level slot for my hellish rebuke.
Okay.
Got it. And you start to see this door glow like a hot red.
Oh, right. And I would need to roll my concentration.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, roll concentration, but also go ahead and roll your hellish rebuke damage.
That's a good point.
It fails the deck save. It's a door.
Okay, yeah. It'll be 3d10. Let me grab another d10.
V, go ahead and attack the door again if you so wish.
Fuck yeah, I'm gonna attack a door. Hell yeah.
16 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And then I will roll my concentration, which is what kind of roll?
Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Vinley's going to motion towards
Hit.
Voss
Mm-hmm.
and say we should climb up onto the statues.
24 to hit.
24. As you slam your Bahir blade into it, you feel it sink in as you're now carving into this thick black iron door, cutting away into it.
Finally.
I fail my concentration check.
All right. And the door starts to cool.
Damn.
And I'm gonna cast it again.
All right. Cast it again.
And once again at 3rd level.
Okay. And it's immediately, without losing any heat, it immediately starts to heat up again. And as you all continue to work at this, go ahead and roll me one more fire damage.
Sure.
Harold?
All right.
Is there any way I can assist in attacking this? Because my weapons are not really built for this.
Yes, you can assist in attacking.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you move up and attack as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, this is
So
the
you
route
don't have
that we
to
seem
worry
be
about
going.
rolling damage.
Okay.
How much damage?
21.
Okay, so everybody takes 10 points of fire damage just from being in the vicinity of this door. But you're able to work together and you literally carve out a hole out of this door as it literally melts away.
It bends away outwards as you're just cutting through this thing. And finally make a hole big enough for everyone to work through. You let the door cool.
And as you do this, you, Slade says, a moment. He immediately stops concentrating on that and pushes the sand over the hot magma door to help cool it faster as it's slowly cooling down.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Seisha.
Thank you. Sorry, this is a little weird. I'm on my phone.
Yay!
All right. They made their way through the door by
Yep.
by heating and finally hitting its AC.
The sand immediately starts to pour out into the room again, but you're able to make your way out and down and away from this sand-filled room as it is just pouring out, now pouring into the hallway as it continues to build up with this hole. But you have successfully made your way out of the room.
Okay, I admit it. I officially missed the snow.
Harold, that was amazing. V, you guys are incredible.
Woo! A fist bump to V.
Fist
Okay.
Kurish looks at you all and goes, "There's only one hallway we haven't been down, and that's down this way."
And he points further past where you guys were walking.
Hey, then.
I'm gonna
Hope the Phoenix was watching that.
move over to Voss and just real quietly. Am I being hyper paranoid to feel like one of them may actually be the creature?
This is a weird book by dogs. Anything's possible.
Okay.
But this is a situation that we have very little control over, unfortunately.
I've
Just
noticed.
keep your mind open, and if you see anything suspicious, feel free to question it.
Okay.
If we need to kill these people, I'm not going to cry.
Noted.
I want that as a ringtone.
So, do you all continue forward?
Yes.
Yes.
Kurish is not waiting. He is
moving.
Yep.
My new text tone.
At the end of the long hallway, you see a large iron door, once again, of black iron, of a screaming dwarf in a king's helm, with the symbol of a hammer and anvil. Carved into the metal are the primordial cuneiform scratchings etched into the door.
And you're it hasn't been an hour yet, so you still have your comprehend languages up.
I go up and touch to read.
And as you touch to read it, it says, "Gil's Forge. Stay away. Only death and danger await beyond."
Yep. I check this door for traps.
Go ahead and make an investigation.
Well, it's better than what I rolled last time. 10.
10. It seems to be untrapped and unlocked. And as you are all looking over it, everyone that has a passive perception of 14 or more hears the sounds of burbling brook and rain echo out from beyond.
I inform the rest of the group of that. But I proceed forward.
I walk with Boss.
Yep.
Seisha, your
Yes.
comprehend languages is still up.
Okay.
You hear them.
You can't make out what is said because of it's muffled through the door, but you can definitely make out that sound of the rain and burbling brook is actual primordial speech.
I put my hand on Voss's shoulder. Wait. That's something speaking.
What's it saying?
You cannot make out what it says.
I don't know, but that's primordial speech.
Then it is the creature, and we must slay it.
And Sir Kurish does not stop and kicks open the door.
Okay, I draw weapons.
Something's primordial don't mean you kill it.
And as the door swings open, you are blasted with an overwhelming amount of heat as it feels like you have stepped into a boiling oven.
Oh.
Everyone feels their strength get sucked from them. And I need Constitution saving throws from anyone wearing medium or heavy armor.
Yay.
Everybody, those that are wearing medium and heavy armor.
Sorry. To have it at disadvantage.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, I'm wearing my chain shirt. Damn.
I don't need to roll at disadvantage.
Am I wearing medium to heavy armor?
You're not wearing any armor.
I didn't think so.
But
Okay.
you're rolling normal.
Yep, it's
What
light.
was this, con?
Yes, a con save.
That's only because I'm covered in clothing because of weather.
Are we all within 10 feet of Seisha?
I would think
you
so.
are.
We're all at the door.
Yeah,
Hell
Stacia,
yeah.
Goblin, do you know why your video just went out?
Oh no, hang on. Sorry.
But
It's
your
okay.
If I click
sound
my
is still
character,
here, which is
goes out.
honestly more
Okay,
important.
got it. Yeah,
I
so
rolled a
sorry,
one.
sorry,
Oh,
chat. You're
shit.
gonna see the overlay go crazy because Zoom rearranges automatically who has video and not, and so it's gonna get a little crazy. So we apologize for that.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm close to Seisha. Just remember
Yes.
that. Cool.
Yeah, add 3.
Nice. Okay.
All right, going down
That-
the line.
That
Vinley,
should help.
15.
15. Okay. V.
Me.
You muted.
All right, I'm rolling for.
Concept.
Con saving.
Constitution saving throw.
Voss.
Okay, my bad.
14.
14. Harold.
Do I get the +3?
10.
Yes.
I rolled
Yeah.
a 10.
13.
Constitution saving throw.
Okay, got it.
You said
and-
13?
Yeah.
Harold? Okay.
Yes.
And Goblin.
Rolled a 1. That's a 9.
All right. You have a level of exhaustion, and
Everyone else
passes.
passes.
Wow.
I would have had
Damn.
3.
Like sucks.
Yes. And as he kicks open the room, you feel the heat.
You feel this heat in a massive room of broken, deteriorating stone platform walkways line this room that intricate this glowing room carved from stone. The heat boils up from the lava below, vibrantly
Oh.
yellow like smelted iron. Across from you is a giant forge formed from the mouth of the similar screaming dwarf visage outside. Looming over a young woman with icy platinum hair is a giant blue centipede-like creature with 1,000 sharp mechanical bronze pincher arms attached to its chitin body. 2 massive frills extend from its bug-eyed head like a cobra as it shudders in your direction.
And you hear the half-orc yell, Seraphina! Look, the creature is trying to cook and eat her. We must save her.
And he charges forward, and that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
This session ends with Harold's horrified screech again.
Hey, so Seraphina is the snake?
No,
Or-
no, no,
No.
no, no, no.
Uh,
There
she's
is a
the
s-
blonde
there's a
lady
woman's body.
underneath.
Yes.
Yep.
Platinum.
One lady
Yep.
underneath the snake?
And if you want to look at the Twitch overlay right now, there's a picture of the creature.
No! Oh,
I'm
fuck
just gonna point out
everything
if
about
That is
anybody-
that!
a snake.
If
That is a
anybody in this-
centipede. It has 100 legs. And are you telling me it's trying to procreate with her?
No.
No.
Where are you getting
Where
this?
are you getting this?
What are you talking about?
Okay,
You said she was under it.
okay. Let me reiterate. Okay, I'm gonna reiterate. The serpentine,
Yeah, sure. That's what's happening.
the serpentine movement is from the movement of the centipede. The pockmarks on either side are its 1,000 legs.
And its legs appear to be not natural, but crafted of metal.
Yes, and
That's
it
so-
looks to be looming over her
And she is laid out unconscious
on the ground.
in front of it.
So it's not over her. It just appears.
I mean, it's over her because it's like 13
Looming
feet tall. And
down,
so it's like
yeah.
looking over her,
Okay.
but it's not on top of her doing horrible things to her.
Okay, I was very freaked out for a moment there.
I mean, you should be freaked out. It's about to eat her.
No, it's not.
Yep.
Okay,
don't
okay.
know
Now
that.
it's about to eat her. I get it, and it doesn't think that it's like its partner because you guys said Seraphina. Oh my God, these guys are here, and I'm like, it's not your girlfriend. Fuck off.
So the
I
orc
don't
is who screams
understand how your
Seraphina.
brain works.
We'll get into more of that next week.
Yeah.
This is where we're gonna end. We can
Yep.
debate on what this creature is doing next week.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I'm just
We are doing a giveaway.
Yeah.
Hashtag beyond.
We hashtag Beyond if you haven't entered yet to win a Dungeon Master's Guide from D&D Beyond. Our incredible sponsors. We love them so much.
You too can create an amazing journey of whatever the hell it is Katie is talking about.
glad the centipede isn't in love with the live woman.
No.
We will get into more of that next week. We will also show you the map for this next week. We were hoping we would get to it this week, but we're excited for that one because oh man, is it fun!
I'm not sure if people out in chat realized it, but the words before entering this, etched in primordial, was
Gil's Forge. So take that into. I think there's someone in the chat right now who just entered #Beyond. But
oh
yeah, look at that.
but yes,
Yep, and we'll see if he is gonna fuck you or not next week.
Yes. Don't fuck me, Gil.
What?
Hey, I'm sorry.
All right, who's our winner?
Yep.
Look at one.
So while let me move this and see it.
I can't even breathe. The laughing.
Yep, and Colton, if you just want to whisper that to me on Twitch, I can get it from there. Once we get the winner, we'll get that pulled.
I
You're really gonna make
don't-
me pee my pants.
I don't understand this world anymore.
Oh, I'm so hard. I feel sick.
When you say looming over, I just
That's like.
And that's where your mind goes? Duly
This is a
noted.
dark
All
place
right.
to go.
Channeling some jester here.
in my mind, if they weren't like into her, they would have eaten her by now.
It's a storybook.
Yep. Yep. It's all good.
Fuck you guys.
Oh my god.
Yep. Oh man.
Well, thank you for watching.
Yep. We're just waiting on the winner to come through. Once we get that, yeah. So thank you for bearing with us on our few technical difficulties tonight.
Yeah, sorry.
We are very much a in the studio show, and I am not technical at all. And so I'm like running the computer stuff over here, and I'm like, I got it. Oh, my battery's dying. Hold on, let me change it. All right, here we go.
Yeah. This is why we love our wonderful team
I'm laughing.
over at Rock Punch.
I can't breathe.
For real.
including
Holy
Sam and
shit, that was
Colton
funny.
and Bailey.
They are all incredible. We got Colton and Sam tonight, and they have done an incredible job to keep us going with dropped calls and all this other craziness.
Yes, because it's storming.
And it's storming really bad out here in Atlanta. For those of you who are not near us,
Yeah.
we're under tornado watches.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
My house
It's,
has shook a few times.
I'm yeah.
I thought someone was breaking into my house a second ago. Straight up, I was like,
You know, you're damn good player,
have
Rhea, to
this
stick
year.
through a home invasion
yeah, right.
to play your D&D.
I have a very not cute fear of lightning and thunder, and the lightning just happened, and I just unintentionally flinched and freaked out. I'm just glad there are no thunders happening, because the thunder is what caused me to involuntarily scream.
I love the fact you call it thunders in plural.
Thunder?
We were saying thunders, like
Oh, well,
plural.
thunders does cause me to scream involuntarily, and I hate it. so-
One thunder, 5 thunders.
One thunder is fine.
Right.
I
It's
just,
when it's thunders.
just don't like storms. They
Pulling
make
the winner
me
right now.
weird.
Thank you all for hanging out and bearing with us. This is D4 Coffee Talk.
We did 24 thunders damage on the way in,
Thunders.
so
I love you people. My God.
we know
Um,
to note for all you people at home, we don't get to see each other all week, so we take advantage of every
Yeah.
moment we get.
Our winner is that cool new scoop.
Woo!
New scoop, you have won the Dungeon Master's Guide from D&D Beyond. I'll be sending you a message here on Twitch to get you that code and all that stuff. But yes, thank you for coming to D4's Coffee Talk. This is Coffee Talk with D4.
Yeah.
No.
Watson's here.
I'm all-
Thanks for coming.
I'm all the
Come
clamped.
on now. All right.
I'm all verklempt over this storming and the puppy. The puppy is
Oh,
killing me.
verklempt. All right.
I'm verklempt.
And with that, as always, be excellent to each other.
Me always roll with advantage. What is happening?
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Okay. Are we?
Waiting.
Are we out?
Nope. Not
No,
yet.
we are not out.
Not yet.
We're just hanging out. Coffee
hanging
talk
out.
extended.
Harold, you
Welcome
wrote
to Coffee Talk.
into this book, you wrote that coffee is a god, and I want you to know that.
You can do that. Welcome,